Hello. Hello?
Was that a commercial for Grey Poupon?
For in terms of what?
I don't know. I heard something in the background.
Oh, it was the TV.
All right. So, all right. I'm finishing my last steak here. I'm down to like the last couple of pieces. I ate 3 steaks. I'm a fucking fat fuck.
You ate 3 steaks in this period of time.
From when I talked to you at the store, I cooked 3 New York strips. I got one left, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be greedy. So I'll save the next one for tomorrow or something.
Nice.
So, all right. Before we get into the whole kit caboodles and all the other good stuff, again, guys, I want everybody out there to know the whole Chris G situation. For those that obviously know it and came here for like to go absolutely bonkers and batshit crazy, you're more than welcome to. Me personally, and I discussed this with Mel, being that, you know, I'm a little bit lighter than, what were we saying, LSAs? So I'm lighter than an LSA, so I got less rights to even kind of talk on the subject. And I have this thing between my legs swinging around that prevents me from discussing it from a woman's perspective. But ironically, I'm going to guess, are you a white girl?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because, you know, LSA, DSA, because, you know, you were light skinned, and I don't know that, we were, like we were saying earlier, I don't know how that whole thing works out. So, I mean, I think you personally will have a better perspective on it. I'm going to give a quick rundown on my perspective of the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's best to like tell people to like where it started and I guess why it kind of blew out of proportion.
I mean, for those out there in the non-FGC universe that decided to gravitate towards this whole thing and join in on the Bash Chris G, and again, this is, you know, by me saying that, am I no way condoning what he said?
Mm-hmm.
But, and this is as a white guy looking from the outside in, and I know, you know, there's been confrontations with these two before in the past. From the way I'm seeing it on Facebook, like I know I seen her say, like, you know, he's always fucking with me, she's always fucking with me, everybody's fucking with each other, and I guess it came to a head with you know, she had mentioned a comment, which again, you know, this is not taking away from the fact of what Chris said, but me personally, as a killer bee that only chases black and yellow chicks, I looked at it and it was like, you know, I saw the original comment, which was, why in the FGC do Asian girls get love over black chicks? And I'll be honest with you, you know, I didn't chime in on it because, you know, again, I just didn't want to. I didn't find the need to, but I could understand where Chris came from as far as, again, this was FGC. This wasn't gaming in general. This wasn't Call of Duty.
Right.
Chicks. This was strictly an FGC question. And I'll be honest, you know, somebody that's been in the FGC now for a dozen years, I really can't come up with 20 girls that are considered top girls. And on the flip side, the male players that are quote unquote heterosexual and all that other, you know, whatever's, they have an Asian fetish. Especially the anime guys, you know, all of them. You know, shit, even I do. You know, but it's not, like I said, I don't want my Asian to play video games. I wanted to cook and clean and make babies. You know, is that wrong? I can't say that. I mean, I take care of her. It's not like
I mean, that's your
I mean, it's
prerogative.
not like I'm going to put her out in the shed and say, all right, well, you out there, you just come in the house and cook and clean and make babies for me. But, you know, and I say that in jest, but, you know,
Right.
again, it becomes down to a matter of preference. I have tasted the rainbow in more ways than one. Okay, so for me personally, I can actually turn around and say my pecking order, if you lined up 100 girls from around the world, odds are the first one's going to be Asian, the second one's going to be black, the next one's going to be some form of Spanish, the next one might be purple, the fourth one might be Eskimo, then an Indian in there, and somewhere towards the end, there's going to be a white chick. If she even makes that, I think I might fuck a plant before I fuck a white chick.
So, my whole view on okay, when I read about it, because I'm not friends with that girl on Facebook anymore who started the whole thing, or she deleted me, I guess. I mean, we were cool, and then I'll get into all of that later. But when I read it, like when I was told about it, I thought that it was what he was saying. I thought it was directed at her. I didn't take it as like a blanket thing, like, to be perfectly honest.
When I say y'all, like YA''LL, like you all, it to me, knowing Chris G the way he talks, y'all, and again, it's making an excuse because he did blanket. Eventually, he did blanket.
He did, because I think at a point he probably just got irritated. And I'm not giving any like real backing to what he said. Some of the stuff, you know, in a particular point, what he said was really messed up, and he shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have let his anger towards this girl let him get to that point.
Yeah.
Because that was clearly what it was to me, as somebody who's like hung out with him, you know. And I think that it was more so like anger directed at this girl. She is an interesting person because she can kind of be a shit starter, like, to just be totally honest. So the history of me knowing her, I guess this was, oh man, probably like 4 or 5 years ago or something like that, when I used to have a Women of the FGC group, which was like how I started on your show. It was how I met Adonis. It was how I met a couple of people that I did not know before, because the group, I guess, started like some kind of controversy. Somebody said, who is the chick? The girl's name is Nydia, or Nydia Mortel, I think her last name is. So I started the Women of the FGC group to get girls to get along, and in the FGC, or really it was just to like get girls who didn't know each other to meet each other, because I would always hear of girls complaining that they didn't get to meet other girls at events or whatever. So that was the point of the group. She was one of the people from the group. After the group imploded and girls ruined it for themselves, which was unfortunate. She was not one of those people, I wouldn't say, as she actually was one of the few people that kind of had my back towards the end of that Super Yan drama and like a lot of that other stuff that was the downfall of that group. But Nydia, from my understanding, she's young and bored, and I think that she spends a lot of time online, and she'll, from when I was still her friend on Facebook, she would just post things that were kind of like argument bait, and she just posts things to argue with people. Not saying that, you know, whatever the thing between her and Chris was right. I'm not saying that, but I do think that she's enjoying a lot of the attention that she's getting from the drama.
I think so. And originally, I might agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it really started to escalate, I think she kind of stepped back and was like, yo, this is a little bit more than I thought. When it went to Twitter.
Right, because it went to like Black Twitter, right? And it got really escalated.
Now,
from what I was told.
Again, being, pure white trash, born and raised, I don't, I don't know, but I always thought, and again, this is unbeknownst to me, because, like, I see, not to break Chris G's balls, but we don't want him either. Blacks don't want him. Blacks don't want him, and white trash, we were like, no, we don't own that shit. He's Spanish. Doesn't the Spanish and black culture have, like, this unspoken, like, well, we really can't be racist? Like, when I hear, like, reverse racism and this and that and all, first of all, I'm not a believer in reverse racism. Racism is just racism. Reverse racism to me would be, well, no, you're accepting of me. That's cool. I like reverse racists. They're good people. But he's, like, Puerto Rican. I mean, his last name is Gonzalez.
Exactly.
So I always thought, at least growing up in New York, there was an unspoken, like, a white guy got to get the N pass. Mm-hmm. A Puerto Rican didn't have to.
Right.
That was birthright somehow. But that's how New York was. Now, again, the whole ratchet thing, it reminded me very much of that Don Imus calling the girls.
Oh, the basketball.
The Rutgers, nappy
headed, yeah.
And it's like, all right, I'm cool. You know what? The N-word, it ain't mine. It's the black culture's word. They can do with it as they please. But you can't have all the cool words. Like, nappy's a cool word. Ratchet is a cool word. Like, I know a lot of ratchet white girls. I don't know, all white.
Yeah, I do too.
All white girls aren't ratchet, but I tell you this: in the FGC, I could name quite a few.
Yeah. Let's talk about that too. The thing this, for people that don't know, this all started. This girl posted a question asking why Black females in the FGC didn't get as much, I guess, attention as like the Asian girls or like the trans girls, which was funny because this was a subject that I brought up years ago. And from what I have known of Nydia, and this is not anything, I'm not starting drama, I'm not doing anything critical. This girl has never talked about anything like this before. She's never had any like pro-black things to say. She's never had any like feminist-based things to say ever. So this is all new to me. That's why I was so confused that it came from like her status. But where it blew up, or to me, the simple answer to that question is because there's more of them than of us. There's more Asian girls in the FGC, and there are more Asian girls that compete on a high level. There are black girls.
Now, one of the things. But this was, and this is something I want to stress. From what I saw, this was FGC. We're not talking
not
black
Twitch
gamer girls or
exactly
Twitch
casual gamers.
All this other stuff.
In the FGC, there's just not a lot of us. That's just it. It's not like Kendra, Cuddlecore, Andrea. There was Sola when I played more seriously. I was playing, there aren't a lot. There's not a lot. So, and that's just it. That's always been, as long as I've been in the FGC, which has been over 10 years. So, and that's traveling and everything, so it isn't, I don't think I'm saying anything that's like biased or anything that's racist. I'm not saying anything like that. It just is not a lot of us. And that's just the cut and dry answer in the FGC. And like what you said, this isn't a generalized like black gamer girls in Twitch and streamers and all of that. This is just in the FGC. Everybody knows that.
And I don't think Chris intended that either. Like I don't think he was saying he wasn't blanket. He wasn't putting a blanket across all black women in gaming and saying you're all ratchet. But now we got to, again, we have to be fair with ourselves in the FGC. And we also have to say, and now I'm going to throw two races under the bus. When it comes to the quote-unquote pro-hos, they're either black or white. I don't see too many. I see more black and white pro-hos coming to FGC events just to get a little dick in their diet versus I don't see 400 Asian girls coming down. Oh, I don't want to say 400. I don't see 10 Asian girls coming down to an FGC event just to get dick. But I could tell you I see a lot of white chicks and a lot of black chicks that do that.
Yeah, I do think that's true too. I think it's a mixed bag, honestly, from some of the ones that I know. But I do think that it is predominantly those two, honestly, from the ones that I know. So
and now Redline quoted glow stick chick was Asian. And
yeah, she was.
Yes, she was. Okay. Give me more.
She was.
Give me more. Now, I know this is the Yarn Blast show. I'm not going to bring out the black chicks that have had trains pulled on them in hotel rooms or white chicks. But the fact of the matter is, having Glow Stick Girl do her little fucking porn thing and whatnot was one thing. And that's the Smash community. That don't count anyway. But there is truth. And I know, like, a lot of black guys, like All Caps, had, tried to defend, and then all of a sudden was labeled kind of like a sellout, I guess.
Yeah, I saw, like, some of the back and forth. I saw, like, some, and it was funny because I had commented on one of his things, and I was like, it's interesting because black men in the FGC get profiled, too, because they used to get accused of stealing stuff at like events they weren't even at constantly. Yeah, it's a really good example. So it happens. Like, not racism in the FGC isn't imaginary. It totally happens. But I mean, people clearly don't read Reddit. So that's all over. And that was actually one of the things that Sola did talk about a while ago, back during the Street Fighter, the women's Street Fighter tournament or whatever. I don't know. And I feel like I think this also goes back to the fact that a lot of gamers who happen to be female, whether they're black or white or whatever, especially in the FGC, I think they just want to be treated like gamers, not like on a pedestal. And even like back when I created my group, it was not for that, because some people thought that it was like a safe group, or like a safe haven, or like a pedestal group for us to be treated differently. And it wasn't. It was really just because I had known so many girls who were like that they didn't know that many other girls in the FGC. And I met a lot of people who I'm still friends with from my group. It didn't work out for everyone, unfortunately, but that's just how things go. And, I learned a lot that some girls self-sabotage things, and it's unfortunate, and I came across all kinds of people. I came across girls who were pro-hos, girls who were real players, all walks of life.
See, now, Orochione said, hell, I'd be a male pro-ho. I'll fuck anything. Man, woman, beast. Drop the soap in front of me at your own peril. Now, I won't go that far, but I'll tell you this. A heartbeat is optional. With me. I'm a whore. And I know I'm a whore. I've always been a whore. I made it clear to chicks, marriage was a one-time deal. That didn't work. Therefore, you may think we're going to get married, but it'll never happen. And again, that goes across the board. And that's one of the things, like, I remember when Chris G was dating a black chick. Now, this is when I get to the point where I go, because of what I dealt with the episode 48/49, where I got labeled homophobic, racist, this, and this, and this. And I'm going, well, wait a second. Y'all really need to suck my dick, because you can't turn around, all right, and this is a fact. You can't tell somebody, a perfect example would be, you could pretend to call me a racist for things that I've done on my show, but you could say I've done things that would be considered racist. But you cannot perfect example is, if I was a racist, why would I have a black girl on my show as a co-host? And before
right.
before you, a Puerto Rican dude, you know, and I've had a gay dude, you know, the players that I sponsored are gay. You know, I don't give a fuck where you're from, what color you are, as long as you're not like some really fucked up color, like, I don't know, pink mixed with like purple or some weird shit, and that's like, then that's gonna freak me out, and I probably have to have some prejudice towards you. But you know, as long as you follow the spectrum of the rainbow on Earth, we're cool. I mean, some purple bitch from like another planet. Well, I guess a purple bitch could be like, I cannot tell a lie. My dream girl, my dream black girl, because you know I got dream every girl. My dream black girl still to this day is Grace Jones.
Nice.
Like I like light skin, but yo, if I'm gonna grab a dark skin, I want some Shaka Zulu, whoop the shit out of me, kick my ass in bed type of black chick. I don't want one just spoon me all night. No, I want you to say, if you don't eat me right, you're getting fucked. And then I go, okay, yes ma'am, I'm sorry. I would like that. You know, I like to be dominated.
Something else that I thought was really, really funny. Someone sent this to me yesterday, and it was about Low Tier God, and I guess he had some status where he was like, I'm totally paraphrasing, but he basically was like, he didn't understand. Oh, he didn't understand why so many. Because he has said way worse stuff, and no one has ever come at him like that, and which is true. And I thought that was hysterical because it was just like so self-reflective for someone of his extreme to say, and then. And it was a bunch of people that liked it too, because someone had like sent it to me, and it was like, I think like 80 something people had the status. I was like, that's so funny that he of all people would be like, hello, like I've said a bunch of worse stuff and no one has ever checked me. So
what's up, Mr. D Nice? You there?
Hello.
Oh, look at me, look at him.
Wait, let's.
He's not coming through. I don't hear you, D Nice. Adjust your mic.
I don't hear there.
Your mic's not working, so we're gonna be talking over you until you pop in and say hello. So I mean, like I said, you know, I've known Chris for a while. I mean, you know.
Mic check.
Yeah,
there you are.
Yo, what's good?
What's going on, sir?
I'm good, man. I hope you guys enjoying your week so far, even though it's a Tuesday. But
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got an OBS Donald Trump in my chat now. Holy shit!
Yeah. I was looking at that.
shout out to OBS Donald Trump. I see you. Yeah. So what a weekend, right? I mean, I wake up Saturday morning and I'm seeing lots of Chris G stuff, and I'm like, what's going on? And I saw this chick. I actually know who she is. I seen her like I seen her like she's friends with people that I know. So I seen her made a tweet, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So when I read it, I'm like, oh my god. So here is my take on it, and I'm gonna be real honest. I'm gonna be very nonpartisan when it comes to like stuff like this. As a person, you know, we all know Chris. So to us, we know that he doesn't really meant, you know, that, you know, stuff like that. You get what I'm saying?
I tell everybody the same thing. Chris is like a dude that has boxer syndrome, and he says something sometimes, and then afterwards you're like, really, dude? And then because he said it, he kind of tries to own it. But this is not one of those things where you own it and it ends up good.
Right.
Right, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is 2017. This is the year of being politically correct. You know how you can say the wrong thing, and it's gonna, even though you don't meant it, you know, you don't really mean it, but people outside of the circle that you know, they will like take it the wrong way, and it can actually blow out of way out of proportion, just like what just happened. For example, so Chris basically was generalizing, that is the key issue here. Generalizing.
Yeah.
He was generalizing in particularly black women, saying that they're ratchet and they only go to tournaments to grab the deal, suck the deal, whatever. So you gotta understand where the lady, when she made the tweet, with the whole chat, I mean the whole comment and all that, you know what I'm saying? I understand where she's coming from, because she's a black woman.
Now, let me interject on that.
Yeah.
For what he said, obviously, I'm not giving him a pass, but I know Chris, and I know he's not a race. I don't see him going to any clan meetings. He might say some dumb shit, but on the flip side, what she said as the original statement, as far as critiquing the preferences of people, as if they're doing something wrong for choosing, asking, well, why are you picking? That's like me saying, yo, D, why you like black girls over white girls? You used to like white girls better.
Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but he the way he said it, what I'm saying, look at it as a, first off, black woman, coming from somebody, I don't live in the hood now, but coming from somebody from the hood, black women do not like being called ratchet. Just so you know, I
know that. I know.
Yeah,
you
understand what I'm saying. So that's like basically, that's like borderline, saying the word nigga, with the ER, of course.
Yeah.
So that's why, I mean, don't get me wrong, she called him some bird nose looking dude. I get it, whatever. She's looking dude. That's fine.
Hold on, Chris.
You're saying this was Nydia?
No, this was I forgot her name, like Kroapi or something. She made a tweet and she had like over 100
my God, a man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what really, that's what really blew things out of proportion. So.
Oh, I didn't know she was the one that. Okay, so I knew. Wait.
Yo, all caps. Right now, you look like Apollo Creed back there. It's so dark, I can't even see your ass.
Hey, Chris.
I just see a corn husk.
Okay, so wait a minute, because I didn't know all this part of the story. Because I know Nydia from my interactions with her.
Yeah,
and she's young and whatever.
Yeah, so she had over 100 retweets and like over 200 likes. You get what I'm saying? So that's how much it's
the girl
out.
What was it? Was Ultra Karopi or something?
Yes, that's her.
Are you serious?
Isn't she a white chick?
No, she's black.
Yes.
No, she's black.
No, Ultra Karopi.
No. There's another one. It's like a
okay. Yeah.
Similar names, but it's two different people.
This is the different. Okay, because the one I was thinking, I was about to be like, wait a minute.
No, not her. It's something with Cooper.
At that point, but see now, at that point, we left the which was Chris's original intent of the statement, which was black girls in the FGC, to black Twitter, black Twitch, black everything, and now all of a sudden, they're hitting up, and this is the one thing that bothered me about it. Granted, I know I have no tolerance for stupidity, but I do with Chris G, because Chris G, he says things that sometimes you go, what the fuck would you? Why would you say that?
And let me explain that, James. And I'm saying you two Caps, since you're here, and Melanie as well. I mean, we all work at jobs, right? We all have a job, and there's this point where, as somebody that have work experience, you've learned professionalism. You get what I'm saying? So we learn what not to say and what to say when we're around people, especially around your job. I mean, I'm not saying that Chris hasn't learned professionalism or anything like that, but I'm just saying, if you really haven't been working in your entire life, that part of being professional, it's like very slim. So he speaks out, he talks, he thinks of, he basically thinks loud. He thinks out loud.
Yeah.
And same thing goes with Roofcrone. Roofcrone's the same. He's actually the same guy. When you think about it,
Yeah, definitely.
They don't have that type of experience.
They have no filter.
Exactly. Yeah. So they wasn't trained on being professional. Now, in Chris's case, I think this is where EG, should just teach him and learn him on how to be professional. Learn to not. I'm not trying to like say it in a negative way. I'm just saying like, I think it's EG's job to look out for their players and teach them the responsibility.
You want EG to teach them professional etiquette.
Pretty much, exactly. So you wanna teach your players you know what I'm saying, what to say and what not to say, because at the end of the day, that's your player. You know what I'm saying? He's making you look bad. You know,
Right.
despite him apologizing and all that, and I understand, and the apology seems sincere enough. However, you know, if the damage is done, you know what I'm saying, people are like, "Yo, EG, you
See
condone this type of stuff."
now, you know what? Hey, Truth, message me on Skype. I'll add you in because I see you saying softballing, but you know, again, you're a little bit older, and our generation are dead dinosaurs, and that's something a lot of people got to understand. Like what Dean Ice was saying, as far as you know, the new generation, the social justice warrior BS. You all see what's going on in E3. They're this generation, from I would say from 30 down, isn't equipped for the real world. They're just not, and they're basically told that, you know, you're allowed to say this, you're allowed to say that. If I said half the shit that I used to say pre-episode 49, this show would have been gone 52 episodes ago. You know, and or 50 or whatever. Now, of course, my issues aren't the racism thing, you know, even though I got labeled that way. My issues are the fact that I'm watching gamers, and I consistently say pissing your life away. Because that's what you're doing. Look, and everybody says, well, Sonic Fox made money and Do made money. How long can you do it for?
Well, I mean, in this case, that's where, you know.
But now,
if you own a team, right? You know what I'm saying? This is something that you want to tell your players. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's say I sponsor you and to join my Fly Nation team, right? And you're all making money, right? For yourself and for us, obviously. But as somebody, you know, that is on my team, I always want to teach them how to make sure and to invest, because like I said,
not even invest.
Not everything is long term.
Here's the very important thing, because the average, you know, and I'm going to go with stats that I know are true, growing up from the arcade era. The average arcade player from 1980 up until 2004, 2005, I guess, was hood. The kicked out, you know, the white trash burnout, the drug dealer. That's what arcades were. Let's not sugarcoat what the arcades were.
I think that's only in certain areas, James. I'll be honest with you, because
no,
I could
go,
go,
you know
like,
what? No, go where? Where would you go to not see that? Because the only place that you were allowed to was when a parent took their kid into the arcade, and usually they would look around at the motherfuckers around and go, I sure as hell hope my kid don't wind up hanging out here. Now, granted that the times have changed, obviously arcades are done. These are the new arcades. This is eSports. Now, we're trying to, you know, people, not me, because I'll never be eSports in my entire fucking life, because it's a disaster as we see it unfolding as it already. But you look at the way the FGC is, some people say evolving, I say devolving. Because, again, I don't care what walk of life you come from. The minute one group gets to tell and dictate to the other group, who basically helps put money in the other group's pocket, how they should behave. When I saw Korn, with all caps right here, when I saw fucking Keats try to neuter you guys at his event, I went, what? They're the Midwest. And I hear him up on the, shut the fuck up. Fuck you. I would have knocked him the fuck out.
Like I said, I don't know between Korn and Keith. I don't know. I don't remember that story. However, what you said about whole esports is a disaster and all that, but because they're doing things the way that they want it to be done, it's because you gotta understand it's a business. You know, they are investing millions of dollars. At the end of the day, first off, if you
wait, not in the FGC. We could go to
what?
the shit. No.
What? Yo, hold on. Injustice, they're investing mad bread.
You think everything is where the money?
The money comes from the Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is sponsoring. You think they're just going to throw in money?
You think they just threw money out?
Yeah, yes. Wait, how is they gonna get the money? How is they gonna get money?
How
James?
much did they spend advertising? Think about that.
How much they spent to advertisement?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They didn't advertise the game for shit.
What, Injustice?
They used eSports Twitter, and that was their way of out. You know how
Wait,
much
hold
money
on.
they saved over $1 million of going to sites like Shoryuken and all the other sites, advertising and shelling out that money. The money they're shelling out is the money that they're using to advertise the game. They look at it and they say, okay, we could go out and we could spend X millions of dollars advertising in magazines and online, or we could take that very same money, advertise it in the FGC as 4 ways to get into the finals, give out the big prizes in hopes of getting sales. It's the same money. They didn't increase a budget for esports. They just redistributed the money that they would use to advertise to a different avenue, and they're hoping it's going to sell more. And every one of these companies are doing that now. You don't see advertising.
You know what's funny?
But my point is, from how much do they are investing
all day? Companies close one division just to use it for another division.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, guys. All I'm saying is they have to start somewhere. They're not going to start from scratch. Whatever money they put it in, of course they want to see some revenue. So let's say if they're breaking even, of course they like, all right, well, we break even, so we feel like next year we can do more than that. In Capcom's way, and all right, so in Capcom's situation, all right, I don't think they even have that type of money to even do something like
Sony.
that.
They borrowed
because of Sony. But that's why they are depending on the players. And this is where me and Bum always talk about every time I see him at his house or he comes to my crib. He's like, yo, first off, like Capcom is I don't know how I want to say this because I'm not trying to disrespect them.
They're a disaster. I'll say it. They're a fucking disaster. They're a disaster. They're a fucking disaster.
You know what? They're in a position.
Capcom, I like these guys. But they're the epitome of a disaster. If it hadn't been for Monster Rancher and that, holy shit, we could actually do a Resident Evil VR, they would have been bankrupt and everybody would have been out of a fucking job. Their stock, I've watched it go from $18 down to $12.20. I don't even know what it closed at today, but it's losing money hand over fist.
Capcom gonna be the new Mad Cats in a minute. They keep fucking around.
They keep doing it.
And all right, so you know, you guys said it, I haven't, but I'm gonna give you the main reason on why. Because at the same time, they depending on the players. Like for example, they want us to buy a DLC package and it goes straight to CPT, right? But at the same time, like what are we exactly getting in return as far as quality?
Well, that's
we're not really getting anything.
That's like me turning around and saying, yo, D-Nice, everybody, you're going to buy OBS shirts. And if you buy OBS shirts, me and Melanie will be able to stream every day. And then I put out a fucking Fruit of the Loom shirt with just a crayon fucking OBS on it. And you're going to be like, yo, motherfucker, what the fuck am I supporting? I don't have a shirt I want to wear. You're selling me games, you know, and now with the whole Dragon Ball Z drama, which we're going to hit on a little bit later, you know, all of a sudden, all those diehard Marvel guys are like, Marvel what? I don't know nothing about Marvel. I'm here for Dragon Ball Z now.
See, the problem is this. The problem is this. Shitty ass quality. Yeah. Period.
It's the same reason when
there's no other way to put that shit. The game is trash. The game is boring. The DLC sucks. Like, why the fuck did I have to buy Balrog and Balrog been a staple character since fucking Street Fighter?
I mean, it's not about that. It's not about that necessarily. It's more so like why we're buying. Why? Hold on. I get what you're saying. You understand?
That's you. For niggas who made Balrog like PR Raw, Alucard. Why should them niggas have to spend money on a character who's been a staple character?
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, you know,
sense.
No, that's true, and I agree with you. You know, but at the same time, it's like, hey, you know, we're buying a season pass. Great, cool, fine. You know, a season pass, 6 more characters. Great. But why are we paying all this extra money for all these extra shit? Like, we got to pay for stages. We got to pay for, like, costume. Yo, at the end of the day, we're dropping over, like, 120 per season, at least, if you want everything.
Guess what? Not me.
Not me.
Real niggas. Not me. Not me.
If they didn't give me story mode for free, I wouldn't even know the motherfucking story.
Nigga, I see a new character come out, I beat my dick and nut on the controller and say fuck them niggas.
You know, and when they dropped Street Fighter 5, all right, let's compare because I'm sure you guys been in the FGC from when Street Fighter 4 dropped. Let's compare. Let's compare. Oh, I want to show you guys a difference between then and now. All right, back in 2008.
Black shit.
All right, so back in 2008, do you know how heavy they were promoting it? Did you guys forget that they had like a GameStop partnership at the time, and they were doing like tournaments, and they did the finals in somewhere in Chicago or so. Oh, in the West Coast, I mean. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah. That's my point. My point is they were promoting it OD, my guy. They were promoting it OD. But then you look at Street Fighter 5.
Promoting it is one thing. You know, you could promote, you know, you're from New York. I could promote I could stand outside Penn Station and promote a club fucking DJ all day. If you go into the club and the DJ sucks cock, you're not going to stay. And with Street Fighter 4, while people did gripe about shit, you know, it still was a solid game. And the DLC wasn't a total fuck you.
But no, it wasn't, because you actually had a pack. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You had a pack. Which makes sense, and that's what I'm talking about. Now you compare that to now, what's going on?
Pick you up from where?
Like what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like guys, like you it feels like they're like taking a step backwards as far as marketing goes. And speaking of marketing, that who that Damon guy, yo, how can you call players that are concerned about their own game and wanted to, you know, hoping that Capcom improves them? How are you going to call those guys, the people that paid $60, haters? You know what I'm saying?
You know what kills
them that? Why would you call them that?
I am the king. I mean, even Twitch has me blocked on Twitter. I'm on their channel and they got me blocked. I can't message Twitch support and say, hey, listen, something's wrong with my stream. They're like, so we blocked you. And when I had players, random guys that I don't know, yo, James, you got to blow this guy up. He's, you know, he don't block me. I'm like, he don't bother me, but I don't know. I think this is the first time I don't want to get blocked. I don't know why. But you're right. You know, the fact that the lack of professionalism that's there, you know, is hurting that company as a whole.
But you know what? Street Fighter 4 came at a time where fighting games and the whole fighting game scene was really dying. So you really can't compare that game to Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5, because when Street Fighter 5 came out, it was other games coming out too. Blaze Blue, all kind of MKX was out. Niggas had Persona, niggas had DOA, niggas was doing Tekken. You know what I'm saying? Smash was coming out. You know, so when Street Fighter 4 came out, of course it flourished because there was nothing to combat it.
It filled the void.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas was playing Third Strike and Marvel 2 forever, and was waiting for something to come out. And then 20 years later, here go Street Fighter 4. So yeah, the game flourished. And then it was on all platforms too. So it was supposed to survive.
Right, but, and then Marvel came out like 2 years later or a year later. So like you know, so you know what I'm saying, like and Marvel, they did decent as far as numbers go. You know what I'm saying? They did decent. It was you know, everybody was hyped because they were technically promoting it. They were promoting it the way they're supposed to.
You know why I fuck with Harada though? Because he's seen how fucked up on my nigga Street Fighter nigga did with the exclusive shit. And how bad that game flopped as an actual game. Because at first, T7 was supposed to be a PS4 exclusive. And he seen how bad the numbers was. That nigga said, fuck that, nigga. Every system. Every system.
And and also on top of that, I don't think that would be a good idea anyway, because Tekken 6 was also multi-platform, which was the first Tekken to be a multi-platform game. Now, so for them to go back to PS4.
Here's the thing about Tekken though. You know, and I'm glad Tekken 7 is doing well. But the fact of the matter is, Tekken has done shit since Tekken 4, number-wise. Including Tag 2 sold a shit fuck ton less than Tag 1. So, you know, they regressed as well. So this was their for like NRS, they're MK9. Because the 3D era was the disaster of Mortal Kombat. When MK9 came out, people went, oh shit, NRS can make video games still. And then Injustice came out, which they compared it to MK9, but you know, it's a totally different IP. It's like comparing Street Fighter to Marvel.
But you know what that is, though, James? That's because Tekken was never a flashy game until 7.
Yeah,
honestly, that's all. Why you think? Look at the numbers for T7 compared from Tag 2 to 4. There were no supers. There were no armor moves. You know what I'm saying? Now they got super armor moves. They added some flashy elements to the game, and that attracted a lot of different genre of different fighter game players. Now you got Street Fighter players saying they playing Tekken.
Yeah.
You got anime players saying they playing Tekken 7. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it was necessarily that niggas just the T7 wasn't shit. It wasn't flashy for some people. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean the game was
always bad. No, it was always a technical game.
It just wasn't flashy. And now that it's flashy, not everybody want to play it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's all that shit is for me. When I think about the numbers now, and that's good. That's good. I'm not even mad about that. That's good.
No, I mean, it's like I said. For me, looking at Tekken 7, I hated Tekken Tag 1 and 2. I think I got Tekken Tag 2. I never even opened it out of the fucking box. You know.
I've been looking at some information about Tekken and Tekken 6. They actually, when the game came out, 2010 or something like that. Tekken 6 sold over 3 million copies in like 2 to 3 months, worldwide.
Period.
No, that's worldwide. This is posted in June 2010.
Are we talking about as a game, as a video game, or as an FGC game?
No, Tekken 6 as a video.
I'm talking about on the aspect of it not being shit, because as a fighting game, Tekken is a household name because it's a 3D game. Right. It's one of the 3D, the big 3D games. So as a fighting game, it's always gonna do okay. You know what I'm saying? But as a FGC game, it's not one of the games that's talked about that long because it's not flashy.
Right.
So if James was talking about on the FGC end, then yeah, that's what I was talking about too, on the FGC end. But as a pure game itself, it's always gonna do okay because it's Tekken.
Exactly, but the whole point. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, like Capcom, I just feel like they're just focused. The point is, like, if you want to market, you really have to market the casual gamers, because at the end of the day, us gamers, like fighting gamers, we're gonna play it.
You're the minority. We're gonna support it. You're the minority.
You know what I'm saying? You really gotta focus on the casual gamers, because if you don't focus on them, then at the end of the day, you know, numbers is not gonna be as stable as you would like it to be. I think they're still breaking, like, what? They haven't break 2 million yet in sales yet, right? So
I think they had to. I hope they did by now.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, Capcom, you know, like they just seem like they're focusing a lot heavily on esports aspect, but they should be focusing more on trying to, like, get casual gamers to enjoy the game more, as opposed to, oh, we're fighting gamers. Well, it feels like at the end of the day, we're like forced to enjoy it because it's the game to play. It's like the staple game of the FGC.
Not me, because I don't play that shit. That shit is trash.
And yeah, I mean, you don't play it, but
look,
hold on, but you have friends. But you have friends. You have friends that play it,
and it's not.
You have friends. You have friends that play it. So at the end of the day, you're gonna support your friend playing it.
Nope,
that's my point.
Not me. Real nigga.
Man. You're not gonna. All right. So if Feet make top 8 at Evo, you're not gonna support it.
Nigga,
no, this is the dilemma that, and this is something that the FGC as a whole really needs to stop doing to itself. Stop lying to yourself about this kumbaya that we're all, you know, that we all get along, as you saw with the Chris G thing, and we've all had experiences in the FGC one way or the other, that it's not kumbaya. And to sit there and to say, like, and I understand where you're coming from, but, like, you know, hey, Chris, you know, Foot made top 8. Are you gonna, like, go start playing the game now? No,
I'm not asking him that. I'm not asking him that exactly.
You know, I'm just saying if I want, you know, if I don't like the game, you know, and the FGC now is becoming notorious with this. Oh, you got to support all the games. No, I don't, motherfucker. You buying it for me? You know, and
like with the uprise of the Smash community.
Yeah,
I was like all love and.
I mean, the Smash community is a perfect example.
Smash player in a minute, fuck y'all.
You know,
yeah.
Smash players are a perfect example of one of the most disloyal communities on the planet. You tell Nintendo, you should support us. No, you should go fuck Nintendo's mother's cunt. Because you're going to turn around and you're going to tell Nintendo to support you. You won't go buy a Wii U. You won't go buy a Wii. You won't go buy the Switch. You won't support anything but your fucking 30-year-old Melee game, which they're never going to make $1 off of that. And you think, like, as an investor that wants to invest in eSports, what do I get for putting up $50,000 or $100,000 to a Smash event so they could play a 15-year-old game that the only way you're going to be able to get the game is in some fucking 90-year-old lady's garage sale? So why would I support that? And then they have the balls to say, well, you should support us. For what?
Well, that's for the Melee community, but now if you notice the Melee community is like kind of like drifting off. You get what I'm saying? And the main reason for that is because the same people are always winning. It's either like the same three guys are winning. Maybe the fourth guy, but it's either Mango, what's his name? Mewtwo King, Hungry Box, or Armada. Those are the only four that's winning. So it's getting boring. It's like the 80s and it's like the WWE back in the 90s, early 80s. I mean, where Hulk Hogan is always the champion, and it gets boring.
See, now here's the thing.
So it's going to drift off.
It's the same, and the same premise with the Smash community is affecting the FGC here. All you people that call yourselves a professional gamer, all you are is a professional cocksucker. And that goes for anybody on any team. You cannot dictate to people who are a pro and who isn't. When you go and you play fucking players at an event, you can't tell that guy he's not a pro, because a pro only plays a pro. LeBron James didn't play Los Angeles' fucking 12-year-old CYO church team. They played fucking a professional team. Pros plays pro. If you are going to say you're a pro, by definition, every person you play in an event has to be declared a pro. You have to.
I personally think a professional is somebody that is something that you can actually make a income. It's a profession.
So let me ask you a question. If I walk up and down the block in Queens and stab people and rob them, am I a professional thief?
What? No, you're not making money off that.
If I stab them and rob them, I make money off it.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily a profession. Like, it's not necessarily a true profession. It's a form of a profession. Obviously, at the end of the day, you're making income, but
like video games is not a true profession. Playing video games is not a true
it is because hold on, no, not because that you're playing video games. It's because that you're getting you're on a team. You're a sponsor. They are paying you.
Me, Cap,
that's a profession. That's a profession.
Sometimes.
Me.
No, I'm talking about like the big majors. Like, there's a handful. All right, first off, look at Echo Fox. Right, that's a Justice League.
Okay,
they're getting paid 5 figures. They're getting paid at least 5 figures just to be on the team.
Not a pro.
How's that not a pro? That's a job.
It's a job.
That's their job.
So are they pros or pool hustlers? Because they're playing non-pros. A pro plays a pro.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying, James. I get where you're coming from.
I'm just saying,
I get what you're saying.
You can't be a pro unless you're only playing pros.
Okay, so James, let me ask you a question. So let's say we form a team, and I am paying you, right? I'm paying you. I'm talking about as a job, like your W-2, your income. I am giving you income to travel and to compete and all that. That's not a professional. That's not a job.
No, it's not.
It's not a job.
Who am I playing? Who do I play against?
It doesn't matter. You're playing in a tournament. I'm flying you, and I'm paying you.
Again, if I'm not playing other people that are professionals, I'm not a professional.
How's that even possible?
A pro boxer doesn't win the belt by beating an amateur boxer. A pro boxer wins the belt by beating another pro boxer. Unless you're competing with all pros, you cannot be considered a pro. You would be considered an amateur.
How is he? How is somebody an amateur?
Because
But
amateurs get paid.
I got you. It's like this. It's different forms of professions. So in a sense where this is considered a sport, you are considered a pro in a sport when you reach a pro level and compete with other pro players. So what he's saying is when you go to a tournament and you're not competing with pro players with other pro players the whole time, how can you really be considered a pro?
okay, but at the end of the day, like majority, 90% are somewhat like sponsored or professional players, right? At the end of the day, in top 8, maybe there's like maybe one of two people are not like legit legit sponsored players, like Smug. He's not a legit sponsored player.
I can tell you right now, I'm a professional ass kisser, but that don't mean I'm a pro.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying is people there like those guys like Justin Wongs, the Daigos.
I do professional knockouts because I beat a nigga ass, but that don't mean I'm a pro.
But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is like if a company, let's say Echo Fox, for example, they are paying their players a salary to do their jobs, which is to go to a tournament and to compete and to like do whatever. Like let's say Justin Wong, like he goes to conventions like Wizard World and stuff. He gets paid to do all of that. That's a profession. You're a professional gamer, not a. You know what I'm saying?
So what is a tester that works for the company?
That's a job. It's a job.
He's a professional gamer.
It's a job. If a company is telling you to test a game, it's a job.
He's a professional gamer. Both can't be.
What you mean?
You can't make everybody a
there's different there's different forms of that when it comes to considered a gamer, James. You know what I'm saying? You could be a competitor. You can be a tester. Hell, you could just be you could just do reviews on gamers, and for the company, like yo, like for example, like you want to get a Tekken game, right? And they want to do an update and stuff. They pay you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you're getting a salary. If you're paying taxes, which I'm pretty sure they are, then that's a sign of profession, my guy. So what can you call them?
Taxes have nothing to do with professionalism. A broke ass motherfucker that picks up cans for a living still got to pay taxes. At the end of the day, you know.
Wait, what I want to know is, at what point are we getting to the part with the Chris G and the black girls? Because
yeah, we're getting
unlike 80% of the FGC actually have a job. So
right,
a nigga like me gotta get some sleep.
So I do too. I got 4 black. Is it proper to say black folks?
You know what? Melanie, you ratchet.
How? Wait, we both know some of the real ratchet people.
You know.
Hey, Chris, did you ever take a ride on the corn train?
Huh?
Me?
No, not you.
Ooh.
You better not take a ride on the corn train. I'll have to fucking get involved. All right, so, again, I want to get each of your perspectives on the whole Chris G thing. So we're going to start with D Nice, and then we're going to work to you, Chris.
Okay. Actually, this is the reason I want to get on too. But before I get to that, Chris G, I'm not I can't condone what he said. That's saying like at the end of the day, it was pretty stupid of what he said. He did acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? People that get upset, you know what I'm saying? Mostly, especially the black women of our community, they have a reason to be, So people that always say, "Oh my God, Chris didn't say anything wrong. Why are you getting so mad?" No, as a black woman, you know what I'm saying? Being called ratchet is not really good. It's technically it's like almost as close to being called a nigger with an ER. Get what I'm saying? In some cases. So for them to say, "Oh, well," to let it go, I don't think that they shouldn't. I mean, they should eventually because he didn't really mean it in that way, and he already said it. He apologized, but you know what I'm saying? But they have a reason to be upset. Now, what should happen, and recently, nobody's really talking about it anymore, thank God. But, future reference, you know what I'm saying? EG should, just have a talk with him, be like, yo, there's some things you really should say, because at the end of the day, he is representing EG. And Also, I want to say something real quick. There's a lot of people, especially in this one of the Street Fighter groups, they were talking about, oh, yo, when I see him at a major, I'm gonna snuff him and all that. Let me tell you something, man. Y'all ain't built like that, all right? Cut that talk, man. Y'all not really grown, or I mean, y'all not really tough. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking online, talking about y'all gonna beat, you're gonna go and see him and beat him, because you're not gonna do that. You're probably not gonna even go near the guy. So please cut that out. And also, that's kind of like a form of ratchetness. So if you're planning to do that, that's technically he has more of a reason to think that you're ratchet.
I don't ratchet in because I will blow a nigga shit out.
At least, Chris, my guy, at least you can acknowledge that, and you accept that you're ratchet. But I'm talking about a lot of dudes saying, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what? Like,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not gonna solve any. That's not gonna solve.
Let me tell you what my problem is with this.
Oh, wait. Hold on. That's you, Chris? I thought that was Carl Weathers. Okay, yeah. I thought it was Carl Weathers at first back there in the dark.
Apollo Creed?
Yeah. I was like, damn, I got Apollo on my show. Shit.
So let me tell you what my issue is with this. Everybody keeps saying, oh, it's the fact that he called all black girls ratchet. You cannot be mad at what somebody else's experience is in the FGC. If that man's experience with every black female he's come in contact with is ratchetness, then that's his reality. You see what I'm saying? That's like me. I could open up the Pandora's box right now and put a lot of females on blast. But I'm not like that. I'm a real nigga. But in most cases, with my experience, a lot of females in FGC only come around to dick throttle. Now, are you gonna call me a sexist because what I experience in the FGC says I've been in the FGC? That's the problem. You can't tell that man he's wrong because you're not in that man's shoes and you don't know what he's experienced in his time in the FGC. Nobody know what be going on in his inbox. Nobody know what going on when he get done beating ass to Marvel and he go into his room and there might be some crazy bitch trying to suck his dick for doing soul fists all day. We don't know these things.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So for niggas to jump on his case like, oh, he's wrong. No, you might be wrong because you don't know what he's experienced in the FGC. That's number one. Number two, let's be real. I'm a hood nigga and I'm a nerd nigga, all in one. Where I come from, niggas are frowned upon for playing fucking video games. Most black women think it's childish.
Oh, yeah.
So most black women...
White women too. Spanish too.
I think it's like all women. I think it's like mostly... majority it's women.
No,
right?
Understand this. Women, period, believe that a nigga that play games is childish.
Yeah.
But it's more so frowned upon in the black community. You see what I'm saying?
Yep,
absolutely. I can go to the mall right now and talk to 10 black females. And I guarantee you I get lucky if I get one that even know what the fuck Street Fighter is or even can tell me who the fuck Ryu and Ken is.
Better yet, if you go up to that same girl and you say, yeah, I work for, whatever, Ford. Okay, cool. If you say I'm a professional video gamer, which one of those stories you gonna get pussy?
None. Look, I'm gonna be honest, James. I lie to bitches. Bitches be like, what you do? Bitch, I go to work. And then after I fuck, you know what I do? I turn on the Xbox. You play the game? Yeah, bitch, that's what I do for real. They be like, oh my God, it's too late. I already fucked you. You know what I'm saying?
The funny thing is about that is like if most girls know that guys play games, it's either they play NBA 2K or Madden.
Oh yeah, there's definitely
in the hood it's
definitely
2K. They're gonna expect 2K.
Check this out. Those are considered nigga games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nigga games. Yep.
I mean, you guys
or
don't,
GTA.
You guys
or
don't,
GTA.
You guys didn't get.
That's acceptable.
Wait,
a nigga game.
You didn't get NHL. Acceptable. You guys didn't get NHL 2017 yet.
Hell no.
Nah, what the fuck?
You wanna know why? Because in the hood, everybody know the weed man. When he in the trash spot, he either playing 2K or playing Madden.
Yep.
If he ain't playing that, he playing what? Some fucking Call of Duty. Come on now.
Imagine like you know what I'm saying, people in the hood. Because like for example, I worked in Champs for many years, and when they found out that I used to travel like a lot just to play like fighting games, it's not even like 2K or anything like that. They roast me. You know what I'm saying? They just roast me just so like, yo, what you doing out here playing all these games, traveling and shit? I'm like, I just do it for fun, B. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, like, don't let a motherfucker in the hood try to catch you play Guilty Gear. You think they're gonna take you seriously? Like,
Hell
when you
no.
you think they're gonna take you seriously playing Guilty Gear? Like, they're like, oh.
This is something funny, something that I do want to bring up just from my experience with it, because what Chris said earlier brings up a really good point of what I'm about to say. So with girls in the FGC again, and I've talked to James about this, like with the whole kumbaya thing of like, oh well, you know, the girls are so innocent and they come to play games and this is not that's imaginary, because this is a very specific group that goes to events just to meet dudes or just to hook up with dudes or whatever. That's completely real. And you know, with like the top players having chicks like slide in their DMs. It was funny because in some of Nydia's thread or whatever, it was people like talking crap about Chris Gears. Oh, well, oh, ain't nobody talking to him. Y'all don't know that. Because there are quite a few girls that I know that...
I know a few girls too that's about their life, but you know,
Yes,
we're gonna just keep it to that.
With him, with Justin,
my whole thing is this:
with a bunch of these top players,
and you're naming all these ugly motherfuckers, and I love them all, but they're all ugly as shit. My whole point is
that don't matter to them though, and that's the point.
This is what baffles my mind. Okay, these women have, you know, we're nerds at the end of the day. We're the nerds, and they have to have such low self-esteem. Like, you can't go to a bar around the block. Like, I'm sorry, and again, I'm going to throw out that stereotype with chicks, that it's easier for a chick to get laid than it is a guy. Because all you need is more alcohol. More alcohol, you're getting laid.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to just make a quick point just from what you said with that. What I was going to say also is that I feel like a lot of girls too, just in gaming in general, but we'll say like with FGC, do have it easier because we don't, you know, girls can come to events and be like, oh, that looks fun, I want to play too. And guys will just be nice to her to let her play because she's a girl. Guys, you know, will come into FGC, have to prove themselves and this and that. Girls can wear like a costume and then be like an FGC celebrity for some reason. So, I mean, it's not fair, but that's real.
I think that's just a part of life. I think it's just, at the end of the day, it's a part of life, you know?
But like, now, that's also a reason why I believe that women don't get taken as serious as competitors.
Bingo.
That's another label that goes with them in the FGC, and probably I don't know the other. I don't go to League of Legends and all that. I mean, they got bigger crowds, which to me means they got more ratchet people. I didn't say any specific group. More ratchet people, guys and girls, furries and whatever floats your boat. But in the FGC, we're 10,000 strong. That's Evo's number. Between 10 and 15,000. That's worldwide, people. You know,
that's like the 1%. We're the minority still.
We are the minority, and that's why, like what you were saying earlier, as far as the companies trying to cater to the casual. Well, let me see. I could give these fucking 10,000 jerk-offs who pretty much, when you look at the FGC, you know, one of the reasons I stopped putting money into the FGC is A, the bigger guys are putting money in now, and you know, my $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 here and there ain't shit. And B, I could never tell, and I've spoken to companies that asked, "Oh, can I invest?" Not under my name, not under my reputation. I don't want to put my name on the line because of the fucked up, the racism that does exist. You know, we like to get on our shows and say, oh, the FGC is so accepting. Listen, when I had guys on specific teams turning around and asking me because they had a player that was gay on their team, yo, did that guy drink out of this bottle before you hand it to me? And I'm like, huh?
Wow.
Well, if he drank out of it, I don't want to drink out of it. And you're like, wow, you're teammates. You know, and what goes on with the whole Big E and Larry. The two black TOs kind of get shit on in the country. Their events are always something wrong, and then everybody else's events are perfect.
Right.
And
then you never see any of the big wigs at their stuff.
Exactly. And then again on the business side of it, who's making money? I made the money. As a developer,
everybody who's friends with Mr. Wizard.
Wait. As a developer, I made my money the minute I made my money 6 months before you showed up to your first event when you bought my motherfucking game. At that point, you're irrelevant to me. And if you buy my DLC, that's just an extra jerk off for me. Extra money. But you bought the game before you went to a tournament. You don't go to the tournament and say, oh, this is a new game I want to get. You buy the game, then you go to compete. So they make their money right off the bat. So whether it's $1 million, 1.5, 3 million, 5 million copies of the game, it's still 10,000 people we're dealing with at best. And that's Evo. Let's go to the other events. It's 2, 3, 4, 5,000 that show up. Do you really, if you were a game developer, would you really give a shit that much with the prize? That's why, like I said, it's so easy for them to give the money away when they sell 5 million copies of a game.
And the rest but that's if they sell 5 million copies, though. That's my point.
But that's my thing. Make a quality game, unlike Street Fighter V, and you're going to get that. I don't hate the game. For me personally, what killed it for me? What killed it for me? I mean, I do. You sold me a game that was 1/10 over a beta. You couldn't even give me a complete game. Now, the mechanics of the game and the frames and all the other bullshit, to me as a gamer and not a Street Fighter competitor, I bought the game to support the scene, but at the same time, you stuck it in my ass because all I wanted was a story mode. And the fact, like what Chris was saying, what do you mean there's no Guile? I gotta pay for Guile? I gotta pay for this guy? The main staple guys are not even there.
I personally think if they waited, what the game came out in February, so if they waited another 6 months, let's say August, after Evo, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it would have been better. It would have been better.
I think it would have been a lot better because by then the story mode came out, and I think all of the DLC came out by August as well. So if they would just wait it out, just 6 more months, right? But I don't think Bum and I talked about this. I don't think it's their fault why they released it that quickly. I think Sony forced them because I think Sony plays a big part as far as
they had to, but
So I think they were forced, and because of that, they unfortunately, has like, we can't complete this game, but we got to release it. So just release.
It wasn't no force because you knew what the release date was before you signed the contract.
Well, but they changed that. They moved the date up. I've done games where they gave me 2 years to do all the Simpson games that I did. I always had a 2-year time frame, and within 9 months they were like, "Yeah, we need it out in 2."
And I think when they did, I think the reason why they decided to they got to release it now is because the numbers that they did with Ultra Street Fighter 4 for PS4 wasn't too great.
And the Capcom Pro Tour, they needed to get it out in time to start the tour.
No, they could have lasted another year.
You can't set dates for the tour without the game being out, and then push the whole tour back because you're renting out those venues.
What venue they rent out? What are you talking about? What venue they rent out?
For the finals, for the Sony Experience and all that.
Okay.
They had to have that was their final date. Everything in between. You could have delayed, but now you're going to screw over the people that you're basically using to get your qualifiers.
Yeah.
I have a question.
And that's what happened. Hold on. And that's in fact. Hold on. And that's what happened with Summer Jam last year, when fucking Namco fucked Summer Jam, and the game the Tekken 7 was supposed to be there, and they gave it got lost on a plane or whatever the fuck excuse they used.
Well, I mean, shit happens,
Yeah, but now
that was unfortunate.
Yeah, but now let me ask you this: You're over here on the East Coast. What if you're somebody like Aris that paid for a ticket to come all the way over here and the game's not here?
And it
All,
sucks.
and that's all he plays.
Of course, that sucks.
And that's
I know a lot of people played it, like Wayne Gamble. I'm good friends with Wayne for over 10 years. He was there. So I saw him and I was like, damn, no Tekken? He's like, nah, it is what it is, you know. But it was a mistake. I mean, well, things happen. Eric apologized, even Markman apologized, you know what I'm saying? Because whoever was handling the shipping department dropped the ball. So I mean, there's only nothing else but to move forward when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, things like that happen.
You're more forgiving than I am, because I'll tell you this right now. If I fucking paid to fly across the country to play a game that you said was going to be there, and then magically tell me it didn't, give me my motherfucking flight money back at least. Give me my fucking money back. I think
didn't Eric pay like whoever registered? Didn't he like refunded them?
He refunded.
I'm pretty sure
registration.
I think
but I
he
paid to fly there. They went there for a specific reason. A lot of them. All they wanted is to see Tekken. Now Namco should be dipping in their fucking pocket instead of the DLC world and say, "Yo, we should kind of reimburse some of these kids that got screwed over." You know, but again, you know, they'd rather go after a VXG, you know, or that fucking dude that was out in Arizona. Who the hell was that back in the day? Not Texas Showdown. What was that event in Arizona with that little Jedi Rob? Yeah, you know.
You mean Cigar Bob or something like that?
No, Jedi Rob. His name was.
Jedi Rob.
Yeah, you know they didn't pay players, and all of a sudden they were the devil. But if a corporation fucks you, it's okay. That's what I'm saying. The people in the FGC, you know, really have their priorities like just fucking on a level of autism like I've never seen.
I'm sorry. I need to go back to the Chris G thing. I was trying to like retort. I was trying to retort of what Chris said. So what he said was, yes, I'm not saying that Chris was like wrong as far as him explaining like his experience with black women. I just think that he just should have worded it or like specified like, yo, if he said this, hey, the woman, all the black women I've dealt with are ratchet as hell, and all they come is for the.
And you know what, D?
From my experience,
I can agree with that. Let me put it like this. His approach to the situation, wrong. His wording to the situation, wrong. Him saying it because he's a sponsor player, wrong. But the message itself was true. And niggas can't deny that. No matter how much people.
And it's from his experience. Exactly. From his experience.
No, that's because to be honest, that's my experience too.
Yeah, I mean I've experienced shit like that in the past, yeah. But some people may not, you know. But that's what I'm trying to say. Some people may not. But that's just the reality of it, though. And people trying to act like that's not the reality of it. That's the part that kills me. That's like when I made the status earlier that day, and I was like, if somebody said black people eat soul food, is that being racist or that's the truth? Black people do eat soul food. You can't be mad because that's the truth. That's the whole point of a stereotype. That's how you. That's the group basis. Every culture, every race has their own root of how they do shit. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So niggas can't be mad if that's the nature of your culture, if that's the nature of what you do. So if the nature of majority of the females that come to an event is being ratchet or getting down or trying to get some sucking and fucking, if that's the truth, that's the truth.
Yeah, but sometimes in this case, you know, like the truth, sometimes truth hurts, B.
It do.
Sometimes the truth
hurts. That's not his fault. That's not his fault that the truth hurts.
It's not his fault.
Now let me ask you this though.
This is where I'm talking. This is what I'm saying, Chris. Like for black women, right? For like the black women that get upset, they have the right to be upset.
Now let me ask you guys this.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you guys
but
this.
do they really?
If a black guy, Chris, hold on. Chris, if you said it and Chris G didn't, do you think the repercussions would have been the same?
The repercussions would have been I'm a sexist instead of being racist.
Right.
Yeah, he's spot on with that. If he was
You see what I'm saying?
black himself.
So it doesn't matter for about none of that other shit. People just mad because of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes the truth for real.
Master Steve, you said you didn't know what triggered Chris to even say that. Well, first off, yeah, you know what?
It was
Speaking
the
of
girls'
Kevin,
post.
hold on, I'm not saying the post itself. I'm talking from what I saw. The comment, what Kevin said. You know what I'm saying? That's what triggered Chris, because Kevin, he's also kind of wrong for saying shit like that too. That was also pretty ignorant.
Who
But
is
it is
Kevin?
true though. But it's facts.
Yeah,
But it's
so, yeah.
Kevin Hodges or something like that. One of the Hodge twins. I don't know if he's a Hodge twin, but I'm just saying, like, he said something about, all these dudes is flock over these Asian girl gamers and blah 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 and all that. I'm like, well, that's kind of ignorant, even though it's true. That is pretty ignorant, because you're generalizing like all Asian gamers, all Asian female gamers, are being
now-
treated.
now-
And pause.
Got it.
Hold on. Now, Red Line 313, and that's one of my homies. That's Cliff. And Cliff, that's true. If anything, the black women who are also in the FGC who do not go around sucking and fucking should be upset at the women who do go around sucking and fucking up the perception for them.
And speaking of just sucking and fucking, like, Chris, I don't know about you, but I probably only know like one black chick who does that. Maybe I haven't been around the scene like as much recently, but
D Nice, you ugly nigga, so you of course.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm ugly too though.
We all ugly, but I'm just saying. But I'm just, as
Not
far
me,
as I
man.
know,
Not me.
I know
get
just,
mad off it,
I know
man.
it's mostly like white females that's been dotting up the scene. I don't know how bad it is now because I don't travel as much.
I'm about to give you the perfect comparison right here. Here. Okay. We all know Jamie Ray, right?
She's Spanish though.
She's black.
Black. Spanish is black.
I thought she's Spanish.
Italian and black.
Spanish is black. I need you to learn shit.
Jamie Ray is Italian and black.
Learn.
Wait, this is the big chick from the West Coast, right?
Yes, Jamie Ray is Italian
So
and black.
So Jamie Ray black, right? I never seen Jamie Ray play a fucking game in her life.
No.
At all. Never seen her compete in a tournament. None of that. But I know for a fact she can suck hella dick. Right? Nah. Let's switch it over. Now this my nigga Sherry. Now we all know Sherry done dated a couple niggas in FGC. But I know for a fact Sherry competes and she can do a fucking DP. That's the difference. That
is the difference.
I see Mel go to a tournament, cosplay, and play anime game. See what I'm saying? I see somebody else not playing no games, but following around all the top players trying to suck a dick. That's the difference. So can you really be mad at the truth?
Is that the
because
you know
that same
I could take it a step further. Well, let's not even talk about the sucking and fucking. Cool kid girl. We cool. We had our little differences, but we cool. Every tournament I see her at, and I love the shot. That's sis. I love the shot of sis. Love her to death. Every time I see her at, she's screaming and hollering and rooting for her motherfucking man. She like a junior all caps. Talking hella shit. Get him, babe. Beat his ass. Right? But I see Dizzy play MK. His girlfriend, little white ass, ain't saying shit.
That's true.
That's the difference. True. So can you be mad at Chris G perspective when it comes to black female gamers and Asian American and white gamers? Because I see the same shit.
I'm sorry, Melanie, but
it's okay.
I think another thing too, which really kind of got me not triggered, but it kind of got me feeling some type of way is, let's look at Cuddlecore. Cuddlecore, nobody really know who she was until somebody mentioned her, because she gets top 8. She gets top 8 very consistently at majors in Tekken.
Yes.
But let's look at Combo. I'm just gonna speak for Combo Breakers on Combo Breakers situation. But she got in the top 8, but nobody really said anything because there was another female which happened to be Asian, and then everybody and their mama was on her dick.
Of
you know what I'm saying?
And her story. And wait. In her story, I broke up with my boyfriend to play fucking Tekken.
Which one? The Asian girl?
The Asian.
Oh, that was the one you were talking about.
Tanaka, whatever her name is.
Tanosaka or
Kind
something
of
like
something,
that.
yeah. She basically was getting interviewed, and they're like, "Is it true that you broke up with your boyfriend?" She's like, "Well, my boyfriend tried to make me decide between playing Tekken and him. So guess what? I'm here playing Tekken."
Oh, and you know the White Knights, boy. Whew, that's when
Right,
they put
of
on that armor.
course.
Oh
That's when
yeah.
they throw on that armor,
That's
boy.
their favorite.
So,
Yo.
hey, Truth, are you here?
He's still on the chat.
Yeah.
You're
He's just
very,
chilling.
You're very quiet.
So quiet.
Very quiet. You masturbating to me again?
Yo, but I mean, do I feel bad for Chris? Yeah, I feel bad for Chris because I know he's not that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? But there's some things where you just gotta hold yourself accountable. Don't expect things like that to just like, oh, whatever, and it's swept under the rug. Like as some,
Definitely not.
as female as African American female gamers, not just fighting gamers. You know what I'm saying? Like them seeing that, of course, they're gonna feel some type of way and they're gonna feel offended. That's like saying, oh, like black guys here or very like all the black guys that goes to the FGC are ratchet and have no class. Like, of course, I'm gonna feel some type of way because I raised myself to try to be as professional as possible because I want to, if I have a son or a daughter, if I get a child in the future, I want to raise them the way that I want, the way that I am like professional. I want to raise
I'm in the same. But if I steal somebody's child and raise them on my own, I'm probably. I wouldn't want them to see the way I really was versus how I am.
Right.
Just really quick. So it was really funny when Caps, I guess his call dropped. Yeah. But when he was saying all of that stuff, if I said all of that specific stuff, then those same people would be angry. But something kind of similar, like kind of like it was almost like certain people can say this, but you can't say it kind of thing. But I guess, I don't know. I guess the truth hurts when it comes from another girl, but not from a guy that is there.
I mean,
or whatever.
And I agree with you, Melanie. Because the problem is with females in general. All right, and I'm not trying to stereotype, but I think this is true.
No, you're not.
This because females for some reason hates on other females. It could be something. It could be just something like, and some females. Oh, for example, Jamie and the homie Izzy. Like Jamie hates Izzy for I don't know why.
Believe me, I know, because that was where, and I got pulled into that, and I didn't have anything to do with it. It was literally because Jamie was like making fun of some dude who was overweight because he was like in her inbox or whatever, and
I know the story.
Yeah, and Francis was basically like, well, if someone did this to you, you would be upset, which is true. We all agreed on that.
Right. And she got called out. Basically, she got called out of her hypocrisy, and that was she felt some type of way.
And, right. And she got raging mad.
She wrote an article.
Pulled me into it, pulled Kendra to it. We're like, we didn't even do nothing. Like,
she wrote an article and shit. I'm like, damn, why are we hating? Why y'all hating, man? Like, stop hating each other. First off, y'all the real minorities if you think about it. I mean,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was funny because Kendra was the reason that I had started being cool with her. Like, we had never had anything against her, and I know a lot of Jamie's business. So it's just weird, and I learned a lot from running that group too, because I know a lot of people's business, and it's just one of those things where it's like, you need to be careful when you're deciding to cut people off or like make enemies. The same with the Nydia girl, and like not necessarily with Chris G, but just I'm saying in general. Mm-hmm. And it's like don't burn bridges with people that you didn't have nothing against them. Like, I didn't have anything against her. I didn't have anything against Nydia. I didn't have anything against any of these girls.
Yeah.
And so, I don't like blacks.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, that's like a personal problem, James. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, all right. So I'll give you the example of a situation. Nothing really too bad. It was because at next level, I'll go every now and then, and every time we go, you know, we talk. One thing I love about the New York fighting game scene is, you know, what I'm saying, even though like the world, people outside of the FGC see us as like a toxic, quote unquote, toxic. But if you go to like a New York event, like we don't beef, we don't do any of that. We just have fun and chill. So I went to next level and we were talking about like tier list of races and ethnicity. So, of course, the majority says Asians are top tier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I straight up said, "Yo, my top tier is Latinas, then white woman, then like white and black woman together." And I even specified like light skinned black woman, and then like the rest black woman after, and then I fucked up for that, but I put Asian low tier, and I almost got stabbed. Like,
Wow.
shit got real, bro. When I said that, only one person agreed with me, and that's Hector. And everybody else, they were looking at me and was like, "Oh, word, Asian low tier." Somebody was about to stab me with their pen, yo. I'm like, yo, chill. See? I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they're bad looking. It's just like they're not really, you know, I'm not really feeling them.
Everybody has, like, for me personally, it's Asian, DSA, LSA, Latina, Eskimo,
Eskimo. What?
Aborigine, purple bitch, green bitch, rock bitch, paper bitch, scissor bitch, and then finally
Dude
at the end, white bitch.
Dude, bitches.
At the bottom of the barrel. I hate white girls.
My fault. I think.
I love white women. I love my
You
snowflakes,
can have
man.
them all, man.
Thank you.
This is so intense.
Yo, Caps, you going to Evo, bro? Are you trying to go to Evo this year?
No, man. My son's
Eh.
birthday is around the same time as Evo every year. I'm a
Word?
daddy first.
Well, you know what? Happy birthday to your son, man.
Uh,
I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. Like I respect like men in general stepping up to be in their child's lives because like you know, like I've seen a lot of I used to work in the hood and I see like a lot of single moms and stuff and I feel bad because like, you know, the children they you can tell they feel like depressed most of the time. And I think mainly it's because that their fathers are not normally in their lives. So salute to you, Chris, for doing what you always do. You know what I'm saying? I wish that you could make it to Evo because we'll do some things out there, you know what I mean? I got nah. I got a story like last year when I met like eight chicks from Switzerland randomly. So me and Will. So but anyways, do your thing. Look, the FGC is already known for being toxic, right? So seeing stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, like just makes it worse. Like for example, last year, you know what, last year with the whole Noel Brown situation, like we got judged as a whole. We got judged as a whole because of the situation. You get what I'm saying?
because old girl was a hoe, and that's really what that was about.
Yo,
That's really what that was about.
You know,
and
the
let this be a lesson.
the
Because
opening picture
let
of the
this be a
show.
lesson. Let this be a lesson to all of my like guys out there in a relationship, man. Try so hard not to be a simp, because if somebody is telling you something, at least
A
take
lot
it to.
of people are telling you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they're telling you something, at least like look into it. You know what I'm saying? Like don't try to like sweep it under the rug. You could already know. You could tell what's right and what's wrong. If we telling you something is wrong, you know what I'm saying? Caps didn't have to tell like Dre what's going on. He didn't have to.
But you know what though? You know what's really funny, and I'll say this because no one has really talked about this, and I'll say it for the OBS show, I don't care. At Frosty Faustings this year, that girl was at Frosty's for whatever reason.
This year too.
And the first person that she ran up to was Noel, and she was all up in his face. And I was like, yeah. And
No, that's real. That's real.
that was real. And I was like, dang, I'm shocked you didn't like blow up on her. He was like, yeah, he was like, it took a lot for me to like not curse her out. And he said she was all up in his face smiling and like
trying to get
like nothing ever happened last year at Combo Breaker.
Word.
So, but she was such a victim though.
Right now.
Yo, and I told Dre, I'm like, listen, man, all you had to do is tell the truth, bro. Don't try to stop covering up for these chicks, man. Tell the truth, and I guarantee you, things would have been a lot less worse than what it was. You know what I'm saying? But karma, hey, but all I got to say about that is karma, P. Karma, man.
No, but what was you saying? Because my did like a random update, so it cut off.
Nothing much, man.
Cuddlecore.
Oh, we were talking about like Cuddlecore, like got looked over, like nobody was giving her like the acknowledgement compared to the other chick.
I put her name in my status.
No, you did. You did. I'm talking about like everybody in general. Like nobody knew, like nobody really knew who she was until people had to mention it.
Cuddlecore was actually a part of Corn for a minute too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So while niggas was thinking I was female bashing, we had female players. We had Lana, we had Cuddlecore, we had a female photographer. We had, you know what I'm saying? We was diverse in the Corn universe.
Right. It just find it weird how like everybody was like sucking the Asian girl dick.
We had James MK on the squad.
Yep.
Mel was an affiliate.
It was funny, Chris, because when your call had got cut off, I was saying the stuff that you said about Jamie and all that. I was like, it was funny because I wouldn't be able to say that because then I would be quote unquote hating,
women hating,
or whatever. Right? Even though I know that all that's true. Everything you said, I know all that's true. Yep. I ran the group with all these girls in it. I know a lot of stuff about them. So. Please, it's funny how things are like that, but I mean, people that know the truth. That's all I'll say.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, people got to understand this. You know, what Chris did was wrong, and it reflected bad on his team. The reaction overall makes the FGC much more undesirable. And I know people say, well, we're cleaning it up. No, you're not. Because you're not. No. You can't clean up a garbage dump unless you throw all the garbage out, which means there'll be nobody here.
Right. There'll be no people.
to me it's everyday shit. I mean, every aspect of something got community pussy. Why shouldn't gaming?
Yeah.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? We got niggas getting
nothing wrong with that.
Shooting 3-pointers. How come I can't get a dick
like the whole point is the whole point is there's nothing wrong with that. Yo, what these dots, man, what they want to do, they want to suck some dick at a tournament. Let them suck some dick at a tournament. You know what I'm saying?
But see, now here's the problem. Now the legitimate girls that come in to compete that don't want dick, they're the ones that call that out because they're the ones going, I can't get played because I come to an event to compete. And the first thing that happens is 5 guys walk up to me at the front of the hotel door with their dick dingling out, thinking I'm fucking part of the delicatessen like the rest of them.
Yeah.
And that's where, unlike like in like a sport where there's that separation of the even like the WWE, you know, when they come out here to the Nassau Coliseum, you know, they stay at the Marriott after that. There's 20 girls standing there waiting to suck one of their dicks.
Yep. You know what's funny about that, James? So Izzy, who we were talking about earlier, she had actually told me at Frosty's, she had a girl that me and All Caps know. She had this girl come up to her and talk to her about, she said she had never met Francis. And she said the first thing that she said to her was when she came up was, oh, you know, it's a bunch of hot guys here and this and that. And he was like, no, I got a man, I'm good. Like, I didn't come here for that. And she's like, oh, were you missing out? Like, it's a bunch of fine players and they travel all over and this and that. And I don't know how I should describe this person, but she's
a thought, man. Come on.
She's a thought.
She's a thought.
But she also has hands in not planning events, but she works for some of the events. So what does that say? How do you get to differentiate from these people?
You don't.
And new girls that come in, what are they supposed to do? They have that as an example.
The best thing the FGC could do is accept it for what it is.
But see, that's only your example, Mel, if you're not there to play games.
Right.
And that's what people not understanding.
Yeah.
Cuddlecore come to beat niggas' ass in Tekken.
Exactly.
She don't come and sit around to talk about which player got the bigger dick. No, she told she got the bigger dick because she came to fuck.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's the difference. That's the whole difference.
But see,
That's the whole difference. If you come in there with the intention to not play a fucking video game, then of course that's all you worried about is which dick and who look good and who got muscles, who got abs and who got hair. That, of course. But if you come in there to play a fucking game, then you came in there to play a game. And that's that. So it's all about who came there to do what. That's like me. I come to make some money and troll.
Right.
That's it.
I come to get.
You know what I'm saying? All caps. Uncle Caps come, entertain the crowd, make sure niggas have a good time, get my sad bets on. I might punch a nigga if you don't give my money. You know what I'm saying? And then I go home.
You know, we should. You know, Chris. We should form. Since the commentators are deciding to form a union, we should form the entertainment union because that's what I do, and we should be getting paid for this.
And you know what's funny? And you know what's funny, James? Let me tell you something. I just had this conversation with Tasty Steve, and he was asking me about CEO, and I told him the same thing I told everybody else who asked me, because Punk asked me about going to CEO too, because Punk was around me and Feet a lot during Combo Breaker, and he was like, you know what, this is my first time being around y'all. Y'all niggas hella funny. I don't know why y'all not at every event. Y'all niggas should be at every event because y'all niggas keep the crowd interested. And I told the nigga, I said, you know what's funny? I get a lot of requests with me and Feet to show up to events from people who can make stuff happen, right? And I'm not one of these freeloading ass niggas. I've been doing shit on my own a long time. I'm not saying I gotta be like a sponsor player and you gotta pay for everything, but nigga, meet me halfway. You want me to come to your event? You want me to hype your event up? You want me to play motherfucking stage monkey? Then guess what?
Give me a room.
Make sure I got a room and I'll get there. Or get me there and I'll pay for my room.
Right.
Niggas don't want to offer nothing.
No.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
how I felt about stuff.
Niggas want the coonery there, but they don't want to pay for the entertainment.
Like when people have said to me about doing like live streaming OBS at events or whatever, people have mentioned that, or having panels or whatever, and we like, well, ain't nobody trying to pay us.
Yeah,
like
me and her team JOB, you know,
right?
Like my weekends are precious.
I've always gone to events off of only me paying for them. I've never had some dude pay for them. I've never done crowdfunding. I've never done any of that. It's always been my own money. So
you know what I'm saying? I think
totally
some of the most talked about moments in the FGC might come from me. I don't know. I might be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That Big E shit with the stare down with me, Big E, and CD and all them. That shit still got numbers. Somebody getting fucks on, that's Uncle Caps. That's all me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Pay me, niggas. What's up?
Exactly.
Y'all niggas love it so much. Niggas remixing my song, putting it on their blogs, putting it on the beginning of they shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just them and took my get fucked shit. They love that shit.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, all right? And this is just me talking to you guys on a business perspective. Is if you're not in the split, you ain't getting shit. And I'm telling you for something that I've been look. I mean, nobody really knows, but I've been behind the scenes of like a lot of East Coast events outside of Big E and stuff, like ESL and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I've been still working with them, so I'm looking at it from their point of view. Zowie, Red Bull, and all that shit. Like it's like you got to be in the split. You know what I'm saying? Like look at Team BFF, Yipes and Chun. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying that they're in the split, but they actually are the ones that's been coming every week. Now let me tell you something. Like for Yipes' case, for him to come from all the way up to the heights to where next level is at, and he takes a train, he doesn't drive. That takes like an hour and a half out of his time.
Forget about going back home.
And going back home is even worse.
Holy shit.
So you know what I'm saying? Like for him to do all of that, you know what I mean?
My nigga is committed.
You know, and he's committed because this is something that he wants to do. Like he knows he's getting older. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the young man's generation now. Like that's what people are not looking at it. They're looking at it like, oh well, blah 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 blah. But this is just about the young man's generation and them growing up. All these under 21 and under are making like six figures now.
Punk, Shine, Scar.
You know what I'm saying? Look where we at. You know, I'm 30. You know, I ain't making nowhere near that type of money. So, you know, so I think the guys is looking at it at that point of view, and he's putting in work. Him and Lee Chun, and I was so happy for them to be a part of the Capcom Pro Tour commentary team at Combo Breaker because they deserve it. They put in the work and the time. Now, Cap, same thing goes for you. You put in the work and the time. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, I think that you will be in the split soon enough. I don't know if you hear me, but you will be in the split soon enough. You know what I'm saying? Same thing goes for Melanie and James. You guys definitely put in a lot of work. I know eventually you guys will be in the split as well. But at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not about what you can do, it's who you know, man.
But you know what's funny? But I'm gonna tell you what's real about me. I don't want to get paid. I just want to be compensated halfway since niggas want me to come to their shit so much.
Absolutely, and I agree with you on that. I feel like you should have did something with Combo Breaker, like on the team. You represent the Midwest, like the
No, he don't. No, he don't.
Yeah,
He
don't.
That has been a
All right,
whole thing.
No.
That's been a whole thing,
That's
which is
Tupperware set the Midwest up.
Yeah, fuck.
Even though I make it, my name specifically makes it into the rules of Combo Breaker every year. I'm not important.
For whatever reason, I don't know the Midwest scene like that. I've never been to a Midwest event in my life, so I mean, outside of season beatings,
Let me make this clear because I know people would take little clips and make it their own. That's definitely not a shot against to Rick and the Combo Breaker crew because I love them. They look out whenever they can when they come to me and my peoples. That's definitely not what that is. It's just like you say, as far as the Midwest go, you know who the fuck I am.
You're not in the split, basically. Okay, gotcha. So that's all it is, man. It's about being in the split. And what I mean by being in the split is like you have your circle. You know what I'm saying? Like if something pops off or there's opportunities, it goes to them first. You like E-League. You got the Red Bull, which is the finals. I think it's coming up real soon for the 3v3. You have all of that. Even the Twitch eSports event in the split, which Yikes is a part of. Like, not saying in the split, but Yikes was a part of the casters. So salute to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's about like putting in a lot of work. And it's not, the funny thing is like they didn't start from like getting handouts, right? You know what I'm saying? All of them put in a lot of effort and work.
Yeah.
So I have confidence in you guys that you would put in just enough work, and one day you'll have that opportunity, and get to do your thing. I would suggest something. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me finish one more thing. I would suggest something like you guys had a YouTube thing going on. I mean, y'all was really popping with that. You know what I'm saying? I think you should like
cornfields.
Yeah. You guys should definitely like do something like that. Like do a vlog. Like for example, like I do a lot of sneaker and clothing events on my free time, and I got hit with sponsors like after like one video, and one video it's like it wasn't even a positive video. It was like some Jordan drama, but at the end of the day, like they loved my recording, and people asked me to take photos and go to like certain events in New York, and I'll get some change out of it. So that's all I'm saying. Like if you do something like that, eventually people are gonna hit you up and be like, "Yo, I want to do something. I want to promote you guys," and there you go.
But see, this the thing about that though, D, and that's where it becomes difficult. They see the reaction that they get, and how the crowd is involved, and how much the community loves the entertainment. But when it comes down to the sponsorship or them putting their name behind it, they want me to tone it down.
Well, that is true. I mean, you gotta understand from their point of view as a business. I know if you're not
I do, but you asked me to take away the part.
Mm-hmm.
The part that's fun.
Yeah, like you're unfiltered type of person, and they basically want you to be filtered. I understand.
He's HBO, and they want him to be like, I don't know.
Nah,
they want him to be like
he's the Spice Channel. He's the Spice Channel
like
Pornhub.
HBO 6, where you don't see none of the titties and pussy and shit.
He's Cinemax. I mean, Cinemax at 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Cinemax.
Now don't act like ain't none of you niggas ever beat your dick to that HBO shit, cause I have.
What? Fuck.
I definitely have as a little nigga. I was trying to get my rocks off.
Yo, man, for real.
The hell, man.
Hookers at the point? Y'all don't know about that, man. Y'all young niggas don't know about Hookers at the Point.
I remember that show.
I know the director of.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I know the director.
What y'all know about HBO Real Sex? That shit was funny.
Real Sex was actually more like it feels like a comedy, yo.
Real Sex was good up to like 3.
tripping,
then it got stupid. What's up there, Mr. Truth? Now we finally hear you after an hour.
My shit working or what?
Yeah, now
man, I had to fix my shit.
What's
Fuck
good?
off, man.
Would you run out and buy a headset?
This is bullshit. Nah, man. Nah, fuck all that.
You must be
Nah,
on an
I'm
Xbox.
way too lazy. I'm way too lazy to get up off my bed for that shit, man. Just watch this boy ramble on about an hour for no fucking reason. Man, look. Can we start punching this boy in the face now? Are y'all niggas done fucking massaging his back?
We're not massaging
Look at the
anybody's
face, man.
back, my guy. We're saying like he's doing it is wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it as a professional manner. Like, of course, a real nigga like would like be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Then my man deserve to get smacked. You know what I'm saying? A real nigga would really say that.
Well, it's a good thing we're not professional right now. It's like 11:14 p.m. in Central, man. I put my professional shit off at 8 o'clock. Man, look.
hey, and that's on you, man. Do you, man? You know, I ain't complaining on that. But all I'm saying is,
see now, wait. Now let me throw this out there because here's something that wound up happening during this whole Facebook disaster. So now. You know, and again, I clearly said I'm not condoning what he said, yada, yada, yada. And one of these jerk-off Midwest cocksuckers turn around, his fucking white trash, bearded-looking fucking Grizzly Adam face, saying, you know, I said to his ass, I said, you turn around and you're ripping into this guy. You go to his girlfriend's Facebook page.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yo, that's fucked up. I know what you're talking about.
Wait, what did he do?
He goes to the Facebook.
He's a local. That dude's a local in my city, man. He's in fucking South KC, man. I know that kid.
And this Wally bastard turns around and goes and likes the fact that she makes a post when her grandfather dies, and he puts
he made a laughing.
One.
Wait. He went to Chris G's girlfriend's page?
Yeah.
Went to
Chris G blocked him.
What?
Chris G blocked him, so apparently he just felt some type of way, and then he went to his girlfriend's page, and like she made a post about her grandfather passed.
Kyle Bowser.
He went to look at her post, and I guess one of her posts had her grandfather passing, and he put a laughing reaction.
Wow.
He got handled.
He's a scumbag. That's worse.
No. We handled that boy. We handled him. Like, yeah, a lot of people here in KC didn't like that shit. We was like, yo, man, for real, if we see you at any event, it's gonna be a problem. And
they gonna talk. You gonna get that grown man talk.
So see, Psycho know, like that dude is a douchebag, man. That fucking dude, man. Either way, back to the fucking matter at hand here, man. Let's fuck all the other shit. Let's break this down for real, because Chris don't seem to understand that the reason why he moved to California is because, you know, I'm sorry to say, but they kind of had a stigma on him too. He was poor and not white from the East Coast, so he wasn't marketable. We seem to forgot that this nigga moved to Cali just to get a fucking job. We forgot that, you know, until he moved to Cali, he was fucking non-existent for a hot minute. Yeah, he was great. But he was like, just like James y'all said, he was a fucking local dude. He was a local great. He wasn't a pro great at the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, Chris was winning, but Chris needs to understand where the fuck he came from. Like, for real. Like, I don't understand why he would even come at people like that. It was dumb as shit. The problem is, if somebody didn't go later on that night and say, yo, you fucked up and you could probably get fired for this shit, he wouldn't have apologized. Let's get real here.
Of course somebody talked to him. That's obvious. It could be either one. It could be one of the guys.
Again, you know, you give people more credit. You know, I seen you in the chat saying he's a grown man, but that's where you're wrong. We are grown men. We got these things.
He is too.
No, he's
grown.
not. No, he's
that
not.
Boy grown.
Listen. Gamers from the age of 18 to 29 are the same mentally in the FGC. The same. They have the same idiot mentality of they know, just like we did to a degree growing up. We knew better until we got proved wrong, and then all of a sudden we were like, oh shit, you know, and you didn't want fucking that one person that was telling you. like I said, he speaks like he has boxer syndrome. He says things sometimes like he reminds. Whenever he speaks, I'm waiting for him to pull that Mike Tyson interview where he goes, "Yeah, I got an injury. I broke my back," and they go, "What kind of injury is this?" It's spinal. You know,
Yeah,
that's
well,
what he
well,
is.
if you were going to tell Mike Tyson he was wrong, go at it. You have fun with that shit. You tell me wrong.
Hell
See what the
no.
fuck happened. That white man looked, but you know what? That white man looked at Mike Tyson, and he went in his head. Should I tell him he's wrong?
No, he looked at
right
him,
now.
No, he looked at him and he said,
Fuck no.
"You know what?
Yes.
I hope your spinal injury gets better."
Right, because you know what? Because he jogged in his memory. What will happen if I tell Mike, Mike, I'm pretty sure you're wrong. Mike
He probably
fuck out
won't.
on him.
That's how hard he'll hit him. He won't remember. But
you know what? Let's fucking break this shit down. No, because he's saying he knows about 200 black chicks in the scene, and about 20, if even, are respectable. You know,
find me 200, by the way.
First of all, find me 200.
Find me
Second of
200.
all,
I'll give you
the
$1,000, B.
now hold on now. The 20 that are respectable probably don't even fuck with him like that. Probably don't even talk to him. They know him, but they don't talk to him. Let's get real here. Because in most of those gaming tournaments, like Mel said, they come to play the games, they leave.
They're too busy kicking it with me, so.
I guess so. So let's see. So now he's saying this is where it's really fucked up now. If you get offended by that, then well, who cares? No, motherfucker, you care. That's why you're running your fucking mouth. Point blank. Like, you can't say, I'm gonna talk some shit, and if you get mad, I don't care. No, motherfucker, you care because you opening your mouth about it. Somebody fucked with you to a point where you had to write this shit down. And then you had to put the fucking moniker of, well, I'm gonna run my fucking mouth, and this is gonna just, this is gonna get me off the hook. Yeah, you know what? Bullshit. Like, bro, like, Chris has to understand that, yeah, as an EG competitor, they're gonna let him run his mouth a little bit. They let K-Brad run his mouth a little bit. They let Wong get, sometimes when Wong feels like he wants to be kind of gangster, they'll let him do it.
Yeah, but there's like levels, you know what I'm saying? Like K-Brad, he never went about race or anything like that. Neither has Justin Wong.
Yeah, but K-Brad.
No, but let me ask you this: as a team owner, that shit that happened at E-League, that could be enough for me to say sorry. I don't want you now. You are acting gangster.
But I
don't think K-Brad, if that's acting gangster, then I don't know, man.
Listen,
but just
do you ever wait? Hold on.
But
do you ever see any other pro sport besides maybe boxing once in a blue or MMA where they talk that kind of shit like we talk?
They do it all the time in MMA now.
Because now it's an thing. I said beyond MMA. I'm saying beyond MMA. Like NFL, you don't see them getting. If it does happen,
they do talk shit. NFL players do talk
shit. They let them do a little bit.
If it does happen, they get a fine.
To an extent, yeah. If they went to an extent, hockey players they talk a lot of shit. So they're allowed to fight.
They're allowed to fight, but they don't talk shit like we do. I don't see two hockey players going, "Oh, your chicks are ratchet."
Even the NBA, they talk trash, but there's like the levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like what Chris G was saying had nothing to do with like competitive, like being competitive or anything like that. It was just basically about black, like women in general. It was about women in the FGC. And things just went left. It went obviously went 0 to 100.
It's a generalization because he said straight up. Now let's get some things straight. One, y'all ratchet as hell. I'm sorry, that's the truth. Now, let me point the finger at Chris. Chris, why'd you run to a fucking wall that day? Why'd you run to a wall, Chris?
Who, me?
Yeah, you nigga. Why'd you run to a wall?
You talking at the Big E event?
Yes, why did you run into a wall, Chris?
Because I can do that.
That was ratchet as fuck, wasn't it? That was kind of ratchet, my nigga. That was kind of ratchet.
It was some hood. That
was some dumb nigga shit. Exactly. So Chris, you're wrong. Everybody ratchet, motherfucker. If we from the hood, we do dumb hood shit. That's what we do. So he from the hood.
But that's my point, True. How can niggas get mad if that's the census though?
But
now, hold on now. Remember, now, fuck all that. Remember that ratchet shit he used to do with fucking Jago? When him and Jago get together, they used to do some dumb nigga shit. Him and Jago used to do some stupid shit together. He was just as fucking ratchet. See, don't think because you moved to Cali, nigga, your foot, the fucking dirt don't come off the shoes.
The ratchetness came with him. It went with him from New York to Cali.
Oh shit, yeah. Fuck yeah, I mean, but he acting like he. But that's where I mean. Don't get me wrong. Like I said before, the shit that Kristen went through with like his mom kicking him out early at a fucking early age, homelessness. Hell on, I mean, he has hit some serious hurdles and became a man because he had to. It was either that or be fucking homeless for the rest of his motherfucking life. I don't blame him for none of the shit that he may feel because of that. But I do feel that every one of these points that he hit is bullshit. Starting with the first one, because he's done some stupid shit with Jago. He's done some stupid shit by himself. He's done some dumb ratchet shit with some of the chicks that he chose to fuck with. Let's not even go there. And then like boy, you ratchet
you ain't
too.
Shit, Drew. You ain't shit.
Hey. I'm just calling it like I see it, man. Pot, meat, motherfucking kettle, man. And both of these motherfuckers cook the same. Fuck that dude. Now he's saying 200 chicks. That's bullshit too. This ain't an agenda. No, it's not. No, Chris doesn't normally have an agenda. He just says some shit, lets it fly, and see what happens.
You know what's funny? You know what got me laughing though? Like real talk, when he said, "My word is law." He was like, "Yo, my word is law." Like what? I died when I heard that.
Yeah, he said that shit.
But you know that's where. But you know that's where. But now that's where you know that this was serious with the tint of trying to be a joke. I mean, he obviously doesn't think that. That was just him speaking.
Nah, he was joking.
Because this, from what I gather from it, and definitely from knowing the type of stuff that girl posts, it's when I read it as a black gaming female, the first thing I thought was, oh, he's directing this at her. That was immediately what I thought. I was like, oh, this is about me.
The first paragraph. The first paragraph.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is about her.
But you gotta understand, like, people do not know him. They are looking at it as a generalization.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get that.
That's what the issue is. Like he was. Just,
I understand.
It seems like from what it looks like he was saying, it was just like generalizing, like, oh, black woman at FGC tournament.
If he replaced the word y'all with bitch, it would have been all fucking fine, and it would have been direct. If he took the word y'all, because the way he wrote it, you all.
Oh, you mean a singular, yeah. Okay.
And just put bitch, you ratchet.
But
now you're now you're just being a dick to one girl, not a whole race of girls.
This is where it got worse. His point 3. This is what kind of fucked it off for a lot of people. Last I checked, Asian female gamers don't make 1,000 statuses a day complaining about everything in the world. You're right, Chris. But you know what they do? They make 1,000 statuses about dumb shit like makeup, selfies with a fucking peace sign, and dumb shit.
Not true. You wrong. Because now you talking about Cynthia. Get your ass on. Uncle Caps knows all, nigga. I know all. I know this.
Am I wrong? Do we gotta have a Facebook page? Do we have to go to Facebook right now?
You on some fuck shit right now.
Nigga, I'm about to go to Facebook right now, nigga. Time pick a bitch. I'll show you the fucking timeline, nigga. Pick one. And if I see some makeup, a fucking peace sign picture any fucking where, or some dumb shit with cats, I'ma fucking punch you when I see you.
Yeah, talking about Cynthia Bunny, so.
Anyways, but the thing is, then you know he should say Cynthia doesn't do that. That's
but guess
when
what?
you read it, man, it's bad, yo.
But guess what, True?
He just generalized that shit, man.
That's Asian culture. He just
generalized that shit.
But that's Asian culture.
Whatever. That's not Asian culture. That's women.
Or some Asian shit. They like cats. They throw the peace sign up a lot. That's their culture. That's what the shit they do.
Yo, my G, real talk. Like if you follow the anime scene, like females, guys, they all do that peace symbol, nigga. Like that's their staple.
Here's the thing, though.
I don't know about the cats though.
Okay, just like this. Just like niggas, when niggas greet each other, we nod our head up. Like, what up, nigga? That's a staple black thing.
That's true. Exactly.
You can't do that with no white man. A white man look at you like he about to get robbed. Like, what did I do? I don't know.
But with that statement though, you can't say, "Yo, I'm not generalizing nobody." Then you compare, because now you're comparing. Well, Asian chicks don't do this. Asian female gamers don't do this. Well, okay, but the thing is, this is why he had to fucking apologize, because they pointed out every one of these motherfuckers, man.
Oh.
But
yeah,
then
he fell for some
point number
bait and
four.
he shouldn't have.
Right. Now, number 4, and you can't stress this enough: black female gamers suck.
They do.
Man. But when you think about it, almost everybody.
Well, wait. You gotta
Sucks,
correct
man.
yourself.
What the
Here's
fuck?
Yo, it's
the
like
problem.
99%, like 95% of women in the FGC aren't that great.
Yes.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck, yo.
But because
Let's
the
keep it
I only
guys,
know. I named the
Wait,
black
wait,
girls
wait.
who I know that can actually play.
Because the guys that are at the event want to get the pussy, they will let the black girl, white girl, Asian girl win.
Shit, not me,
And
nigga. I don't give a
give
fuck,
them
man. I pay money. I pay
and
money to
give them
enter.
that-
I'm bodying
yeah,
niggas.
Give them that false sense of confidence.
But now hold on. Let's go back to Combo Breaker, right? And Mel can attest to this. On stream, I did manage to see a bunch of people. What? Oh, black female gamers. Like Kendra fucking Horton playing Darkstalkers, beating the shit
She's
out
not
of
black though. She ain't black according
black.
to like
Shut
people.
up.
Yes, she is.
According to people,
Come on,
she ain't black.
Come on,
Have you
Kendra.
ever spoken to her?
I know. I'm
Look, man.
I was just
We
joking.
gonna
Relax.
keep Kendra out of this.
Kendra knows why I said that though. Only Kendra would know why I said that.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you,
wow.
it's only
Nigga,
5
man.
black female gamers that I know of
Right.
for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
But they hold
That's
it
it.
down. I mean, but they hold it down. And what I saw was her beat somebody that them fucking commentators thought was not going to beat her, and then she whooped that boy ass. She whooped that boy ass, and he was like, "Well, I don't understand how he didn't block that." Motherfucker, because he got beat up.
He got his shit pushed in. That's it.
man,
Got
Kendra
his shit
black.
pushed
See
in.
them titties in that ass? She black, man. Stop it.
Now,
Right.
I've seen
Yo,
some black chicks. on Legend.
Kendra is a race. That's her own race. Like, what are you? I'm
Come on,
Kendra.
nigga.
That's her own race. Yo.
Kendra could try to run all she want to. That's black ass and black titties.
No. It's not saying that. She knows she's black. It's like everybody
Black
thought that
Other
she's
people.
like another race. Like, what the hell other race could she be? She looks black as
Man, look,
she looks black.
I know, I don't care, but he's fucking saying that shit when there's proof that, you know what, some of these chicks are good. No, they're not making top 8, but nigga, let me tell you something. There's a whole lot of Asian chicks that ain't fucking making top 8 shit. Most of them aren't even making fucking lunch at the end of the day. Let's get real here.
I ain't got no comment on that.
To say that
Now
shit
wait,
is kinda-
now wait, true. Now see, that's where I defer with you at right there, because there's a lot more Asian American or Asian females that play games at a way better skill level than black females. Period.
But are they doing what Chris say they doing? Are they making top 8?
They ain't gotta make top 8. To me, for me,
Well,
put it like this.
according to Chris,
Put it like
nigga, if you don't, you suck.
Put it like this.
If you're not
A
making it, you
female to
suck.
me don't have to make top 8 to be fabulous. As long as I see you playing and you know what the fuck you doing, I can respect it.
And that's
You
where I'm
know
at
what I'm
with it. Exactly. A female
Yo,
competitor is good
I
when they
play-
sign up and pay
I
their
watch
money.
Sam
just
play
like everybody else
Marvel,
come do.
she beat a nigga ass.
The problem, all right, listen.
I watch Sam play Street Fighter, I see her beat a nigga ass.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
That's
I have that same mentality.
She beat a nigga ass. I
I
was
have
trying
that-
to play Street Fighter 4, she beat a nigga ass.
And I have that same mentality, like when it comes to women or anybody.
In these games, I can respect it. Now,
Right.
if you don't know what the fuck you doing, then that's where we gotta say, bitch, you can't play no games.
And then that's what I'm saying. Like,
Get back in the kitchen, make me a sandwich. My dick hard and ready. Let's go.
Look, all I'm gonna say is like a female coming to the scene, like the problem is like they're not being, most of them just don't, they just being looked at differently as like a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? Like either if they look good or they just like, if they say, oh my god, she's beating a nigga's ass, like they're gonna like oh, she's beating a nigga's ass like as a female. Let's say if Daigo, like if somebody like plays like Daigo or something like that, it's like, oh, he's beating a nigga ass. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what about that other
they look
fe-
at things
that-
like that differently.
What about
And you
that
know what?
female?
And you know
that
what? And
female
you know
that
what?
beat
Hold on,
Daigo?
James.
What
You know what, D Nice?
Oh, Chaco?
Speaking on that, that's
Yeah,
why
Chaco beat him?
I got the utmost
Lupe?
respect for Kotakor, because
Right.
whenever
Yeah.
if you ever speak to Kotakor, she hates it when you refer to her as a female gamer.
Gamer, yeah.
But she's not.
Absolutely.
She's a
And I
competitor
agree.
like everybody else.
She say, nigga, I'm a gamer, not a female gamer,
Right.
a gamer. And
Right.
you have to
Right.
respect that.
And that's what I'm saying.
Annoying.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all should be treated each other as equals. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest, yo. I play Sherry at Evo, not last year, but I think a couple years ago. I bodied her. Like, I treat her like anybody else. So like, yo, you're a competitor. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm gonna fucking body you straight up. Put you in the bag, zip your ass up, and throw your ass out of there. I'm gonna move the fuck on. I don't give a fuck who you are.
But
you could be Daigo. You could be Daigo. I don't care. I don't have that mentality. Oh, he's Daigo.
You sound like me when I first met Lupe at Comic Record last year. And I told the nigga, I said, "Now I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I said, I don't want to take no picture with you, nigga."
He gonna sit, man. Lupe ain't about to fucking play your ass. He gonna sit there with that motherfucking stick and walk around with a fresh ass stick.
Nah, hold on. No. First of all, let me tell you something about Lupe. Like, Lupe came the next level. Last month. A month ago, Lupe came through.
Wake up like a fucking nut when you beat his ass too fast. They actually tell you to let off on him. NLBC. Remember when that boy beat the shit out of him so bad? Yeah. He literally let him get 75% life on him, and he came back and bust his ass again, and he left NLBC. He ain't wave. He ain't say shit. He got
up.
What you
mean? That's not true. That's not true. We was here.
I was there.
You wasn't there. We was there. He was chilling for the most part of the night, B. You know what I'm saying? He was actually mad cool playing games. He was playing Third Strike. He was chilling.
I'll give him props. He wasn't the cocky little prick I thought he was gonna be. He turned out to be a pretty cool guy. He was pretty cool.
Let me tell you, he came through with his manager. You know what I'm saying? No securities. He just came by out of nowhere, and we were just chilling like a regular.
Out of nowhere, nigga, stop.
It is out of nowhere because he had a concert. He had a concert
going on.
Yeah.
Well, he came out of nowhere. Nobody into the middle of Brooklyn.
Nobody but like Arturo knew he was there.
We all on some Chris G shit right now. Mel, as a black female gamer, how did that post make you feel, sweetie? Let us know.
Down to.
I wasn't offended because none of that described me. So that's how I felt personally.
I was hoping you said that shit. I swear to God, that's why I love you.
It doesn't describe me.
And that's everything. If that shit does not apply, then let it fly. So if you know you're not one of the hoes he's talking about, you're not one of the ratchets he's talking about, why are you upset?
Right.
I know why you upset, because he exposed your bitch ass for sucking dick.
One of the things that like, you know, with a black and white thing, when a black person gets attacked, the mob mentality is defending the race as a whole. You know, everybody joins in. Like white people, if somebody says, "Man, you cracker motherfuckers," I know I ain't a cracker, and then some other white guy gonna say, "You let them talk. You want to talk about me, motherfucker?" If they
really
talk
are
about
cracker.
me.
Who was that when Corn was getting blamed for stealing Smash equipment at Apex then?
Yeah, that was
right.
That shit was
niggas was definitely not trying to help Corn out. Niggas was definitely throwing us under the bus.
Yep.
Or when we all took that picture together with Sherry when we were in IHOP, and remember it was all over Reddit. Yeah, stuff like that. It's like that,
niggas definitely was throwing Corn under the bus. I never read one of the comments on Reddit on some. Oh yeah, I seen all caps take one of the 32 inches and take out the room. And then I caught the mega bus to Apex. Where the fuck was I gonna take a 32-inch TV at?
Right.
But see, now let me ask you this, and this is a fact. What I was trying to say about the community and this bullshit kumbaya crap they play. If a photo of all white guys got taken like that, would it ever have become a discussion about shit getting stolen?
No. Guess what they was doing, y'all? They was cleaning up. They was putting away the equipment.
Working hard.
There's only like 3 white guys anyway. It would have been what? It would have been fucking Ultra David. Fucking what's that?
Look, let's be real. Like, all right, so in general, right? Let's say if any guy or a girl, like, or any person that take a picture with a female, let's say in this scene, they would take a picture with a female, they're gonna think of something. They're gonna be like, yo, is he smashing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, people think of that all the time, you know what I mean? So that's nothing new.
Guy thing.
It's a guy thing. Yeah, it's like that's really nothing new.
I don't take pictures unless I'm hidden anyway. So if you took a picture of me, I fucked you.
I mean,
whoa. So so I guess in this case,
but to be serious, no. But to be a grown man for a minute, in retrospect, man, for real, shit like that, other people will see, they think that like they can talk reckless like that too. I think that opens the door for a lot of motherfuckers to run their mouth. And they think, well, if Chris can do that shit, I'ma be real too. Like, nah, motherfucker, you might get.
You know what? That's another. Hold on, that's another thing I want to point out. There's a lot of people, right? When he made that apology, there was a lot of people saying ignorant shit. One person was like, "Yo, you ain't got no fucking reason to apologize. You said everything right. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these bitches or something like that." I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck? Hey, yo, what the fuck, dude? Relax, calm the fuck down, man."
But see, most of these cats aren't going to say, "Hey, this is because well, this chick hurt me, so I'm going to write this." See, now most guys aren't going to say that shit. Like, "Yo, some chick hurt me, so." You know what I mean? I wrote that shit out of anger. They ain't gonna say the real reason or whatever because then what's gonna happen? They're gonna roast his ass.
I would have roasted his ass.
See, the thing about it, people gotta realize a lot of us niggas came from the arcade, and that's only like I'm gonna say a good 10% of the FGC are hood niggas and arcade niggas. So we know all about the real shit. Niggas then fuck niggas. They got jobs, pussy, cars, all that shit. The other 90% is complete nerd, no pussy getting people. So they don't live that same reality.
And clearly they emulate or try to emulate that 10%. And then when you got to put that foot in the guy's ass, and he's going to go, "But Chris said it." And now
I'm gonna put you this way. Nah, I got a better question. Have any of y'all been in Philly at the only arcade that we do have left?
Nope.
Whenever you go to a big event, do you go to 40th Street?
No. Talking about UP? You talking UP?
UP.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go there anymore because it's like under new ownership. You know what I'm saying?
I just asking. It's a general fucking question. Shit. General, nigga. Yes or no?
Yes.
Have you been there?
Yes.
Recently?
Do you know what happens past 10 o'clock? Do you know what kind of people come in there past 10 o'clock?
The bad people.
The hood niggas, right?
The bad people.
Can you pull? Now, can you pull half the shit? Could cats talk reckless at Summer Jam like they could if they went to 40th Street? No. The niggas will shoot.
That's me, though.
They would shoot him. Yeah, you would because they would see that you hood. They'd be like, "Oh shit, where you from? Detroit." "Oh shit, for real, nigga." But see, we got that. Me, I can do that. You can do that. But some of those cats that be talking reckless, they can't do that shit at 40th Street. And that's a fine example of where we came from to where we are. Because at one point, those events were held at 40th Street. I remember there was a time where Arturo Sanchez was fucking scared to come in. We had to help that motherfucker in because for an hour, he sat outside. "I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. They might rob me, dog. They might rob me."
Don't tell me
not
that.
go in.
Don't tell me that.
Like, they're not going to touch you, dog. It's cool.
True.
Nah, he's right though. I know the story. He's right.
I'm putting him on blast, right? I'm rolling.
Nah, I know the story. He's right. Like, but I mean, for good reason. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know I'm right.
I never say you was. I didn't say you wasn't. I didn't say you wasn't.
Are y'all two niggas having a dick measuring contest right now? Really?
I don't know.
White knighting for the females of the community. God damn it, guys. But shit now.
But that's the thing. If people see Chris talking reckless, they're going to think they can talk reckless too, and the shit can only get worse from there. It opens a door that's really fucked up. So he had to fucking apologize. They had to say, "Yo, what you about to start, you're not going to be able to fuck with."
Ain't no dudes about to get reckless because they would get hit.
Right.
No one who has ever spoken to me reckless online has ever said it to me in real life.
Exactly.
Whether they're male or female, I don't care who they are. Once they saw me,
I be saying all
they
kind
were
of wild shit.
And that's the thing. When they actually see you.
I told Melody one day in front of a lot of people, I said, "Girl, you tall. I climb trees. I fuck." I ain't never heard nobody else say that nothing to her like that. Because niggas know better. Niggas know better.
That's where
only I could do that.
That's where it gets,
now,
man.
see, if I heard another nigga do that, he might get his shit blew out by me.
Right. But now that's another point. That's another good point. You don't know when you hit this event if they do have friends that did not take what you said kindly. They was like, "Yo, man, you better apologize to her." Then you get fucking confronted, and then they get all pussyfied like, "No, I didn't come here for no conflict. I just came here to play games. I don't know what you're talking about."
Mm-hmm.
And then they get fucking thudded up.
It's called beat your ass.
Right. But see, that's what I'm saying. That kind of reckless behavior, and if Chris jokingly said, "Oh, well, you know, my word is law," some of these motherfuckers actually believe this idiot, and they like, of "Yo, course. Yeah, Chris, yeah, you right, Chris." It's like, "Yo, just like Trump, don't let your boy get you fucked up." Nigga, wake up. Shut up. Your ass up. Yeah.
The fuck?
You right there, Chris. Yeah. I'm fucking with you. But nah, seriously, man. That shit can be reckless as fuck, man. It's bad shit. All the way through.
You know what the problem is like China, like CF. James, you can pretty much co-sign me on this. Like CF on a Friday night, it's like we're like it's like so diverse. Like everybody's allowed to talk.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like UP, and I'm gonna agree with Truth on this. Like UP, like it's hood as fuck. And I used to live there when I was like for a year when I was 13. So like my dad used to like scold me for staying like past 9 o'clock at 13 when I was 13 at the time. So I already understand like what kind of environment it is. Even in the daytime, shit gets fucking ratchet. You know what I'm saying? So
dang. Where is this?
In Philly.
It's right in Philly, man. Like, and if you want Big E, we'll happily take you there to show you. Like, we'll show you, like, yo, this is where we started at. But
it's so different now, though, man.
Yeah, it is.
Now it's like every other one that became a family fun center.
Fun center, yeah. But I'm just saying, it's a good example of where we came from and where we are now, especially with like the same person, Big E, who was doing those events there and doing those events now. And Big E used to tell people, you know, back in the day, you couldn't talk like this. Back in the day, you couldn't be talking shit.
And he was right. You
couldn't do it. If at 40,
it depends on that demographic though.
NEC used to be at UP.
Because
that shit was ratchet.
I go to, I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna talk my shit. I don't give a fuck who you is. If I beat your ass, I beat your ass. You might want to get your bitch ass off the sticks, nigga. Next.
But
like back then, you know what I'm saying? Like Big E tournaments used to have like a bad rep because everybody get their shit stolen. You know what I'm saying? Like it used to get a very bad rep.
And that
because
still
like
happens.
people
And that still happens at our events. It ain't corn.
It does.
It happens quite often. Shit gets stolen. Quote unquote crimes happen. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I'm the person's taking shit.
I've been doing my OSHA. I've been doing my OSHA fucking how many days we gone without a crime, and we can't get past 7 days. We did 69 days without a crime in the FGC. That's our max.
He said 69. He counted that shit.
Every day I do it, and I pinned it to my fucking.
Yo, I have a question though. Like, who took Neo's bag though? Real talk. Let's be real. Who took Neo's bag?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Who took Neo's bag? Yeah, that's what I want to figure out. Did they even find out?
And it was like blatant. It was like he was on stage though.
They should have took that boy back. I don't know who did that, but they got some.
Yo,
fuck off. Nigga gotta go work.
Oh my God.
At the end of the day, Chris G, if you watching, you my nigga. Talked about this.
I don't want to. I don't want to put like I like Neo, but if you ask me who took the bag, probably the pit boss on the roulette wheel.
If anything, at the end of the day, Chris, you just gotta have a better shot selection, my nigga. That's all. Choose your shots wisely. That's all, man. At the end of the day,
I know he learned his lesson. I know he learned his lesson. Even though it's the hard way.
Whether or not it's the truth or not, you just gotta have a better shot selection, my nigga. That's all. You know what I'm saying? All that other shit, niggas talking about they gonna duff you, tell them come see me. Niggas ain't duffing shit.
Right, ain't nobody about to touch him.
Ain't built like that.
Niggas in the FGC built like that.
Ain't built like that. Yo, Chris, I'll holler at you though, man. Busy.
For sure. James,
bye, Chris.
Mel, love you, boo.
Love you,
all right,
boo.
True. Take it easy. Stop trying to fuck with Cynthia Bunny, man. Leave her alone. She like cats, man. What can you do? All right, D, take it easy.
Cats and
yo, busy.
Be safe.
But yeah, to back where Truth was saying, like, you know, from back then till now, there were back then, before the whole social media like blew up, all we had was like SRK forums, and I can tell you I can tell you like even James, y'all guys had Test Your Mic back then too, right? I don't know how long you guys were out.
No, Test Your Mic's still around, that trash site, but before that we had other shit.
Okay. So I don't know what you had before, but I could tell you like SRK forums, like I'm talking about from like 2000 to 2006, 2007. Like I could tell you so much savage shit, like race, stereotypes. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And this is just the East Coast alone. I don't know about the West Coast, but you know, in the East Coast alone, like shit was just crazy. So we were just allowed to say something reckless. But the thing is, the difference between then and now is we know them. We know that they're not built like that. And also it doesn't gets easily as exposed as opposed to just saying anything on Facebook or Twitter. So I guess Chris in this case, he came from that type of background. He came from that. The only difference is like some people were just working or doing something to teach themselves how to be a little bit more professional. It doesn't have to be about video games. It's just about in general, like in life. So I guess for Chris's case, he wasn't able to. He didn't have the opportunity because, like I said, even because what Chris said, what you said, he had a pretty much a rough childhood. He was kicked out at a very young age. He was pretty much homeless for most of his life. All he had was like CF to go to like on the weekends, just to like escape from reality for a little bit. So I don't blame Chris for him like speaking his mind. However, I'm sure that he understands that now that he's like sponsored to a legitimate organization, he made a mistake. I'm glad that EG are willing to accept his apology and give him another chance. We don't know what's going on behind the scene. We don't know if they give him a final warning or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not our business to know what EG is doing.
I know it all. I know it all. I know it all, and he's doing the right thing.
You know what I'm saying? So he apologized. Look, he apologized. As you can see, like he's at E3 right now, but recently he hasn't said anything reckless. He keeps it about video games. He's doing his thing. He's trying to move forward. He made a mistake. It's if they accept his apology or not, he did what he had to do. He manned up. He held himself accountable, and now he's thank God that he has another chance with EG, and I'm sure in the future everything will be okay. So there you go. That's my final take on Chris G. It is what it is. And by the way, it is not racist for what he said. It's just more ignorant than racist, if you ask me. But
see,
yeah.
now that's the way I like. That's the part of the whole thing that got my fucking balls twisted in a knot. You can say something ignorant / racist and not be racist. To label somebody race. It's like what I said back, in the day when I got labeled homophobic and racist and all the other things. And the first thing people say is just because you have black friends doesn't mean you can't be racist. Actually, that's correct, because if I was racist, I wouldn't have black friends. You don't have friends that are a group of people you don't like.
Didn't that kid from that shoot up like the church? Didn't he have a black friend? And he was considered racist?
Well, the sad thing is, all the friends dimed him out, and they didn't believe him. So, all his friends said, yo, he's crazy. He's been doing some crazy racist shit. Y'all really need to look into this.
But
and they never did.
There's a difference between actually being batshit crazy and another thing with the new generation, metting them up on all this crap that they met him up on, just to make them even more batshit crazy, with those.
They gave him fucking Burger King and arrested him.
Well, I don't know what the fuck Chris thinks.
They do that in Brooklyn too. What are you talking about?
Well, look,
they gave him Burger King.
No, in Brooklyn they give you McDonald's.
That's if you want to snitch. That's if they trying to make you snitch.
No. They give you. You get arrested in Brooklyn. You get put into a jail. You're getting McDonald's.
Man, look, let's get back to the track here.
That's it. I know for a fact. 75th precinct.
Well, hold on, man. Let's get back to the facts on this shit, man. So what we're all saying is not what you say, is how you say it. And he said it completely idiotic. This shit ain't nothing but his motherfucking feelings on a sleeve. He was hurt. He was mad. But here's the thing. The shit is racist. Here's why. Just like Chris said, yeah, you could say, well, if you wasn't eating all that soul food, that's one thing. But if you're not eating all this soul food, smacking your big ass lips, see, white people don't be smacking their lips. When you make comparisons, when you start doing comparisons and shit, when you start weighing it against other things, yeah, it wasn't racist. Like, that first paragraph should have been it. He should have said that one paragraph and left it at that. Because you know what? That was directed towards whoever pissed him off. That's fine. But now when you start going after everybody else and you start making comparisons and you start saying, well, these people don't do that, that's when that shit it's fucking racist, because now you're going from a generalization to a fucking flat out comparison. And you're doing a comparison to try to see, these folks are, these type of female gamers are superior to these type of female gamers.
Well, yeah.
That's
I mean,
when
you know, I mean,
he made a comparison. You fucked
agree.
up.
I agree. And on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, black, you know, like people have the right to be upset. That's all I'm saying. Like if people get upset, like of course they have the right to be upset. What I don't understand is why people are mad at those that are upset at Chris G for what he said. That doesn't make any sense. Like you don't see what he said. I mean, he's generalizing basically a culture.
He started to generalize, and then he started comparing.
Yeah, right. So
that's the problem.
Yeah, so
he started getting real fucking reckless.
I mean, like, let's be real here. Like, we know for a fact the stereotype: all black men, some of them are hung like fucking Irish guys in an igloo. You know, I mean, it's there's stereotypes that exist, and they get purported, and when you start comparing groups, and especially, the Asian black, again, and I'm not faulting Nydia and saying it's her fault, but she did the same exact thing by even making the statement. Why
Lolita Bot just said that, James. She just wrote that. She was like, I feel like Nydia made the comparison first, right? I mean, what he said was out of line, but the comparison was the original topic in the first place.
It's like me turning around and saying, I hate blacks, and then you guys go, well, fuck you, I hate whites. Okay, but, the fight escalate between those two. And in reality is the fact that I don't even know why he intervened, but I know apparently they've had interactions before from what I've seen.
Okay, I'll say this. Most of her posts are argument bait. So she likes
to start discussions.
She likes to start, and not even really discussions, just arguments. Yeah, because me and her were cool, and we had a falling out over. Well, she had a falling out. It wasn't even that deep for me. This girl made a post, but no, this is how base her argumentative posts are. She made a post about old school hip hop, and she was like, "Oh, well, if these rappers were so hot, why didn't you all support them when they were hot?" And I was like, well, a lot of like gangster rappers or like rappers from the 90s or whatever, a lot of them are dead or they were murdered or something like that. Gangster rap is dead. Period. Everybody gets that.
Why did you support him? Bitch, I was five, bitch.
But I was basically like,
why weren't you going to the concert at 5, man, supporting them?
I was like,
Gabba. I would have been like, yo, fuck, man.
For example, that's a good example actually, because like you think about it, I was born in the 80s but raised in the 90s. But I mostly like listen to 90s hip hop. I don't really listen to 80s hip hop like that.
Exactly.
Just like now, like people love mumble rapping and shit and whatever now. But they were raised in the 2000s, you know what I'm saying? So they don't really like listen to 90s hip hop like that. It's just how life works.
Exactly.
Like the ones that is complaining about mumble rap is usually the older people like us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, so the point of me mentioning that is, see, this is how this escalated. So that post, she made that post or whatever, and I had commented on it. I thought that it was funny. I said what I had to say. I made a separate post on my own Facebook, and I was like, my friend thinks this and that about rap music. And I posted a bunch of pictures of like rappers from the 90s holding Grammys or like laughing or whatever. It was obviously a joke. She was so upset about that. And she like escalated to this whole other thing. And she was like arguing with people on my status. She was arguing with like my brother. And he was even texting me and was like, what is wrong with this girl? I was like, I don't know. Like, it really wasn't that deep. She escalated it to that. So from my perspective of dealing, and then that was it. And she kept like messaging me and asking me like if I had like a personal problem with her, and I was like, no. What are you talking about? None of that. I was like, none of that was even serious. Like, you thought that I was angry at you over something you wrote on Facebook. So from that, I can understand where Chris G has probably argued with her before and gotten frustrated from previous stuff. That's my perspective with this specific girl.
And how Chris L's frustration is pretty fucking shitty. So
It is
pretty bad.
You know, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying that anything that he said was right. That's nothing of what I'm saying. But I'm putting the person that originally wrote this thread into perspective for everyone else.
Right.
So
I'm thinking like, so now hold up now. Now, looking at this joint here, look at this whole post. I think if he would just remove the middle part, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
When you remove that middle part, it literally says, you know, I think it's actually time I got off your friends list because damn, only got 2 brain cells left. Now, if you remove all that other bullshit in the middle, oh, you don't like it? Too bad. I'm tired of seeing ignorance on my feed. That would have been cool right there. That would have justified him. He would have been all good.
And
then he contradicts himself.
Yeah.
And then he contradicts himself by posting ignorant shit right after. Is that what you're saying?
Then he had to go to saying level 3, and it's like, dude, man, you should have stayed at 2 and bounced.
Yeah. If he would have cut out that middle, it would have been straight up. Because I'm reading this shit while y'all was talking. I'm like, wow, if he would just cut out the middle shit, he would have been all right.
He would have been okay. Yeah, I think he got real caught up in being angry, and then it just went, you know. So
no, I just want to say, NY Pitbull, Busta Rhymes never talk about selling crack. Just saying, I'm a Busta Rhymes fan.
He doesn't.
He never talked about crack.
Leaders of the new school would have been very mad at him for that. I'm just saying. Leaders of the new school would have been very mad about him. They were not about that shit.
KRS-One, Fat Boys, Houdini, who else? Shit, even Will Smith back in the day was actually okay.
Yo, what you call it? Rakim.
Come
on, like,
Rakim's
you can't say rap without fucking Rakim. I mean, that dude.
Obviously,
but Rakim. But the thing is, most of those rappers that you're hearing, they never talk about the drugs. Like the drug rap usually started in the 90s. I could go back. There was a thread on Twitter where like Jay-Z was involved with like one of the like biggest drug dealers in New York City, like hitmen, drug dealers. Like, I'm gonna tell you how crazy it is. Mike Tyson took a picture with like 3 hitmen in one photo, and everybody was like, "Yo, Mike Tyson is the least craziest out of the 4." Like, think about that. Think about that.
Because that's what they did.
Why do you think there's 2 police stations outside Marcy Projects? Dumbass. Like, that shit wasn't there for fun. They put 2 of them for fucking on purpose. They had one on each fucking side just in case.
And shit still popped off. Yeah,
but honestly, though, I think, like I said, he got mad, this, that, and the other third. I think
it escalated.
Yeah. You can't go from, and this is exactly what happened. I'm mad at you. But this is what irritates me about black chicks in general. And he just started spitting, and shit just went downhill from there.
Yeah. Yeah,
black chicks get on my motherfucking nerves because of this, and this, and it's like, bro.
When he should have just.
I'm just saying, all I'm saying is, find me 200 black women, yo. That's all I'm asking. Find me 200 black women.
That's not real.
Here's the part but here's the part. She found them. She found 200 black women.
Who's she?
Nydia, because that shit spread like the plague.
Yeah,
on Twitter,
and
it wasn't even
enjoyed the hell out of all of that.
It wasn't even the FGC at that point. It was like empowering black women Twitter groups and shit.
Which I'll say this too, just to put this out there, she has never been interested in any of that stuff before recently. So I don't know where all of the the feminism and like the pro-black posts, all of that stuff came from.
She was ratchet. Then she got blasted by Chris G. Now she a motherfucking hotep.
I was like, where did any of this come from? When did she ever talked about this stuff before?
That was some Batman level shit. Like, I never used to be a hotep.
Not saying that people can't change or whatever, but I'm just saying my personal experiences.
That shit was like Batman. That bitch got changed into a hotep. Batman and shit. She's like, I was never like this before. Until that fucking Christopher Gonzalez. Goddamn, that Chris Gonzalez, that motherfucker. That hook nose son of a bitch. He made me like this. Stay woke. Stay woke.
Yo, it's man. Look. All I'm saying is, it's a fighting game community, right? Where, like, as I said it before, like, there's a lot of stigma towards the scene itself. There's always something, and oh my god! Luckily, this shit didn't even reach Kotaku. If it did, then it's a wrap.
Oh my
Body
God.
bag. Like,
I'm
wrap
sure
it
it
up.
did. Let's be 100% real.
Racist.
I'm sure it did. They just chose not to run with it this time because it's E3 weekend. Thank God.
Yup, that shit would have been like racist player
Oh,
does
true.
Facebook rant. Like
Yeah.
Facebook rant,
So
racist
they're distracted.
Poor black girl.
That's why
Attacked.
after this episode, it's done forever.
Yeah, I
Because nobody
agree.
cares. Outside of today, nobody's really talking about it as much.
It's been quiet.
Man, fuck that.
Neo Gaff? Yo, hold on. Neo Gaff is like a filtered version of Reddit.
Yeah.
If you know,
Yeah.
like I can't take Neo Gaff seriously because like the shit that I see is like, wow, this shit is fucking comedy.
I mean,
I
right
mean,
now they all talking about Dragon Ball anyway, so that shit's a wrap.
Yeah, so like luckily like with all the announcements, the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't talked about that.
Man, fuck that game. Next question. Shit.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. No, it's not about the game itself. It's just like people tend to like ever since the Dragon Ball Fighters was announced and shit, and then they made a fucking trailer. Like people was like, "Yo, fuck Capcom, fuck all that shit." I'm like, damn. Can you at least give like Marvel
So
a
why-
chance? Because I played
why
the
are
demo. The
people
demo looks
upset?
okay.
Why are is
shit,
it because
you know
of how their
I'm
characters
glad you
look?
It's
reminded
because
I
of
saw
what
that.
Capcom has been doing to like as a for us. You know what I'm saying? Like we felt like they're being lazy as far as promoting and developing the game. Like let's be real, the artwork sucked. You look at Chun-Li, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, Chun-Li look brick as fuck, B. I'm telling
No,
you.
I saw a picture of like I think it was like Virgil, Chun, Chris, and Morgan.
It was Dante, yo. They
Or
used
Dante, yeah.
3 Dante. Like Devil May Cry 3 Dante is what he used. With the stupid little necklaces and shit around his neck. That one.
Yeah.
The open jacket and the fucking necklace.
All right, let me add some diversity to this group here. Let me bring in a Latino and a freaking Asian.
Wow.
Fucking what? It ain't Taco Tuesday. Oh shit, it is Taco Tuesday. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
It is Taco Tuesday. Buenos motherfucking dias. Come on in, man.
Yeah.
Damn. I was getting ready to say something like, shit, it is Taco Tuesday. Damn.
I gotta add diversity to the crowd here. I got 3 blacks,
Dante looks coked out.
three blacks, an Asian, and a Spanish, and one
That's a
lone
full
white
house.
guy.
That's a diversity full house.
Yo, what's
Correction.
good?
Fiction.
I basically covered the Spanish and Asian.
What are you?
What's good, man?
Why am I talking to your dick? Raise your shit up.
Yeah, I don't want to look at your little cock. I know you're Asian. I'm not stereotyping. I'm just saying.
I didn't know my penis was up my chest.
Oh, no, but you're not talking to Russian bitches either on fucking Skype, nigga. Raise that shit up. Let's see your face, nigga. Like, yo, I'm real tall.
What are you wearing? I'm like 6'5". Motherfucker's like 2'2".
Are you at work?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm at work.
He's a
I'm at
trash
work.
guy.
Shit.
I got a freaking OT today. I got till like 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm good.
Oh, you trying to get that Evo money? I feel you.
So how's that band going? How's that Muslim band going over there? How's that working out for you? That one of men get your ass, boy. You better do your job. Trump gonna get you. Trump gonna get you.
What's up, Mr. Grow?
What's going on, James? What's up?
Shit. What up, boy?
What up, Truth? What's up, man?
No, but seriously though, like, dude, that Dragon Ball shit, I gotta admit, that's crispy as fuck, man. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. I'm not even trying to like say it's superior. I'm just saying it just looks really fucking nice.
No, for real, it does.
It's beautiful. That shit is a beautiful. I mean, that shit is crispy as fuck.
Yo, let's be real. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna call this right here. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, they pulled in 1.4 million copies in 1 week.
Just because it was a Dragon Ball game.
Imagine when this game come out. Yo, this could actually be the true uprise of the FGC. If they played their cards right, the true uprise. What I mean by true uprise, I mean like targeting the casual audiences as well as the competitors. I mean, if they put in both together, yo, the rest will be history, B.
Well,
Calling it right now.
I mean, you can also bring in older people too. A lot of people think that's the first 2D game. I'm like, look up the Super Nintendo version of that game, and it's the same fucking game. Like the Cell's whole move list is straight off the fucking Super Nintendo game. The slide kick, all that shit. They literally put it from like, I'm guessing what they did with Bandai. They was like, yo, show us our last one. And I guess they showed up the
Mute your mic.
It was amazing.
They probably did their research.
Mute your mic. Filthy, mute your mic. I'm hearing everybody.
Bandai is basically Bandai is doing all the content. ArcSys is doing the system basically. So all the content is from Bandai. So
yeah, because they got rights for Dragon Ball.
Yeah, since on Bandai owns Dragon Ball, they're doing all the content, and then ArcSys is doing the fighting system.
What's going on in the background? Who fighting?
I don't know. It sound like somebody throwing down something.
Because like I have my earphones on where I can be able to hear you guys, but because of the speaker, like y'all guys can be able to hear the background, so that's my fault right there. And plus, like this talking.
They got a mute button on the phone that you can mute when you're not speaking. That prevents that from happening. Technology in 2017 is beautiful.
But if I don't able to hear no Muslims, and if I can help them out, like yo, I hear one, get him.
Why you guys want my show banned? I am welcoming to all people from all walks of life.
Unless they at JFK, then you fuck. You at JFK, my boy right here, he gonna get y'all. He waiting for you. He waiting. Look at me, waiting.
Yo, if I die, y'all already know.
I don't know. I mean, if I die, you already know.
If I get a Fox News special thing saying something happened to JFK, and you drop off the call, then I guess you die.
Y'all guys will probably say rest in peace, Pitbull.
No, Pitbull. Say that.
I guess I'll say rest in peace, Pitbull.
I don't even know who you is, man. I'm like, yo, man, some dude looking like some bald dude got blown up like a JFK. I think I got him killed. God damn.
Yo, but at the end of the day, man, like I'm happy for the new games, but Capcom, man, has been fucking lazy as fuck, man.
Yo,
Bruh, man.
Like, is that a point where the expectations are so low? It's like whatever now, man. That's how people looking at it.
Why didn't you give those characters new supers? Why they got the same? Why they got the same NPC 3 supers, my nigga? Why?
No, that's not what I'm complaining. That's fine. I don't care about that. It's just like, yo, dude, like the artwork was like it was so half-assed. And then somebody posted on Reddit talking about he was a Capcom intern. I believe that's BS because first off, as a company, they would have some sort of like consent where they can't reveal any of the developing aspect of the game. So I think that's BS. But I mean, I probably would just take it with a grain of salt in this case. But
only one poor motherfucker got on with Capcom, and his name is Combo Fiend. They will never make that mistake again.
But that's another thing too. Like Combo Fiend, like he was never heard of. Like he just goes to random spots and then chill.
Yeah,
like, I'm not saying he fell off.
And Combo Fiend deal with MBCI.
Yes,
yeah.
And
Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 5 and
like I'm talking about like prior to the game. Like you remember when Street Fighter 5 was coming out? They used to have like weekly events or weekly shows where they just showcase like different aspects and stuff. What happened to that? You know what I'm saying? Like
that was
and Marvel 3 had like the fight clubs because I went to one of them. They had like the warehouse pop-up things. Yeah, all over. It was a huge thing.
They had all that stuff, and that's what made it so different from then till now. As I explained earlier, like as far as promoting the game, like I feel like all they care about is eSports. It's like eSports. That's it. Go join our eSports events. Come on, watch us on TV.
And none of them, like I've said a dozen times, nobody's. They're all concerned about eSports, but what they're not concerned about is the console recession that's coming, where everything's going to be hurting again. Everybody's going to be hurting again.
Well, we got Xbox One X, nigga. That's $500 well spent. Shut up.
I ain't buying that shit.
Fuck that.
That's that big. You got to be a big baller. You got to join the big baller brand to
because you can play
500.
Play full Minecraft now, nigga.
Lonzo Ball buy you an Xbox One.
Live like the ball. Live the baller life.
Whoever actually buys that Xbox is a freaking idiot because they could have got themselves a title.
Whoever buys the Xbox is a big baller. That's all it is to it.
Say it with me. Minecraft 4K.
Big baller.
Minecraft.
Big baller.
Yeah, big baller.
Man, Minecraft
Minecraft 4K. Shut up.
Man, that shit sounds stupid, man. Minecraft 4K. Like, nigga, what?
Like Minecraft? How can you make Minecraft look like 4K?
It's like 4K Lego Batman.
Yeah, that shit don't.
Like really, dude? I don't need to see fucking Legos that are built with 8-bit graphics in 4K.
Yeah, but real rap though, man. Chun Li and MVCI. That hoe is ugly.
You mean John Lee?
Yeah, John Lee. Whatever. I mean, why did she have an Eartha Kitt looking face and then she has Motaro's lower body? She has Motaro's lower body, dog.
She's the chick with
she got on some LSD.
She's the chick with the unibrow from Dodgeball.
Oh.
Y'all leave Unibrow lady alone. She was.
Oh shit, man.
Right.
Yo, she looked mad brick, B. I'm sorry.
But real
sex
rap.
in the backside, my nigga. Sex in the backside. I'm all for that.
Yo, my man Dante looked like Dolph Lundgren if he was playing Devil May Cry, B. Like that's that's how.
That's the dude from DMC, and they basically forced him to get like his hair wet to freaking die.
Can we talk about how shiny Thanos is?
Yo, man, shit, that nigga is glistening, son. I mean, Crisco.
Thanos a pimp, man. People be forgetting he's a pimp. He's a pimp. He got his pimp
bathing baby oil and shit, man.
Thanos got more baby oil than The Rock in any Fast and Furious movie. That's a lot of fucking baby oil. That's gallons, my nigga. That's
my man got a pool and it's full of baby oil and chlorine.
Hey, Arthur looks good.
Yeah, I mean, you can't fuck up Arthur.
How can you fuck up a 16-bit graphic?
Chris,
but you know what? You think you know what? No. For real though, I think they cranked this shit out the way they did because at this point, if their list is leaked, they're like, fuck it. Let's just show them what we got. Just go on with it. But for some reason, when those leak lists hit and they drop a fucking video, like literally 2 days afterwards, that normally means that, yeah, this shit probably did get blown up. And it's like, okay, fuck it. Just go ahead and drop it. It's whatever. Because that Monster Hunter shit was on that list, man. Monster Hunter Land, you say, oh, we're going to the past to go see Monster Hunter. Like, okay, what the fuck, man? This fucking list is kind of legit. And they did put Arthur X. They did Arthur X, Monster Hunter, Doctor Strange. That was all on that list, and Doctor Strange is on that bitch. Rocket Raccoon and Groot. You know, it's like this shit's looking kind of legit. So they had no choice but to drop it. I mean, fuck it. At this point, as consumers, we got the internet now, and it's like, who gives a fuck about this teaser shit? Like, look, man, fuck that. Here's the list. Quit tickling my dick. Shit.
I was wondering, like, with them going to E3, were they like, all right, let's just let it rock, or was their or their main concern was who's got the booze and the drugs at the best party? Because that seems to be more of what.
It's a little bit of both.
I would have focused.
It's
a little bit of both, man.
I think it's option 2 mostly, 100%.
Like,
but can we talk about the voice actors though? Can we? I heard Doctor Strange's voice actor. He sounds so unenthused. I am Agamotto, the daggers of the knock. I'm like, my nigga, is you on scissor or something, man? I mean, what the fuck?
What they did is they brought all the voice actors in, and then put them on fucking Ritalin and Valium and said, all right, we're ready to go.
Yeah, or something like that. They sound so unenthused.
Well, that's what you do normally if you just want some filler. It's all just filler fucking sound effects right now because it was also pretty low. Most of the voices were like, most of the voice lines were not tuned right. They said to the background audio, so you couldn't hear it. You can't really hear it anyway. But I mean, overall, they already got people talking shit. They already got people like, oh my god, it's the best game ever. Who shall remain nameless? Who probably wants freebies from Capcom, so they're just automatically hyping it up. Just saying.
All I'm saying, look, man. One thing that like really kind of annoys me, but I don't blame them, is like the top players are like force feeding the hype. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, like, man. Hey, yo,
I think
F-Champ.
Sorry, Elijah.
They got set for a name, nameless, bitches. Did you see what I just did there, you motherfuckers?
Like
they said nameless.
They're
people.
but I mean,
like, yo,
I
fuck,
don't
fuck
blame
that
them.
shit. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I don't know.
that
People
shit.
saying that they're getting paid. I don't think they're getting paid to like making it like as over dramatic as far as their tweets goes. I'm saying like,
is there any possibility?
Toes, man.
Is it
no, but they I know what they're doing. I know why they're doing it. They want to push the game. Of course, they want to push the game. I don't blame them for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody, let's say, Combo Fiend is their friend. So if you have a friend that's promoting something, and like, no matter how good or bad it is, you want to try your best to at least make it the best for them. You don't want to tell them.
Fiend ain't doing shit for them, boy.
He's an employee of Capcom. He's an employee of Capcom. So
can we try to get some
Let me tell you what happens there. Combo Fiend, yeah. So are you going to give any codes to some of your competitor friends? And he gets a little Yachi voice, man. Fuck those kids, bro. He just does what he needs to do.
Little boat.
Fiend ain't fucking with them boys like that. Fiend ain't fucking with them like that, man. Come on.
We try to give some sympathy to Ono on that tweet that he posted at the time.
What tweet he said?
Where he said that can't wait to see the expression in your faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He saw the expression. Yeah, he saw the expression.
I saw it and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's at that point. That was at the point when I wanted to actually. And I'm not joking about this, anybody. That I wanted to actually give sympathy for Ono because for some reason I think he's out of the loop. He's completely out of the loop.
Street Fighter, Marvel. I mean, Street Fighter. I don't think Street Fighter 5 is a bad game. I'll be honest with you. It was okay.
I think it's fun.
I think it's fun.
As soon as I get the finished version,
man, it's
a wrap. As soon as I get the finished version, that's a wrap. Boy,
I mean, I think they're gonna do Super Street Fighter 5 for next season.
Oh yeah.
I would believe.
Street Fighter 5 will be a thing.
Man.
I would believe so.
This is pretty legit. I think that leak this is pretty legit.
Which will show.
Expect I was gonna say expect Super Street Fighter 5.
Which I wouldn't, because you got to remember they were saying this is going to be a couple of years. We're going to go back on their word.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, they do that all the time.
They have before. I'm just they have fucking before, boy. Keep tripping on.
Shit.
I never do.
I'm just at this point. I mean, we should just appreciate. Like, look, you know, fighting games. They're making new copies of Marvel. You know, they're making new Street Fighter. That's cool. They're making a Dragon Ball Z, like legit 2.5D fighter, like Guilty Gear.
Motherfucking Injustice 2.
Yes, Injustice 2. Yeah, I mean, even though the game is stiff as hell, I have fun playing it, and I love the story mode.
My issue with Injustice 2 is because they got shafted on certain DC characters, they had to put in fucking Mortal Kombat characters, extra Mortal Kombat characters to fucking fill in.
What do you mean shafted? What you mean by that?
Basically, they were supposed to get a few more for their DLC, but they didn't get it. That's why Raiden took the fucking spot. That's why people are bitching. It's like, you guys don't seem to understand. They got to get rights for that shit. You just can't just say, oh, I want to put these guys in. And they were going to make it just strictly DC characters. It was
so that's why Static Shock, is that why Static Shock's not in it?
Well, yeah, because that character is technically sort of not DC. It's like a collect. I think it's owned by two people. It's owned by two venturing companies. It's the independent comic book guy who's doing it now. And he had it ready. He had it ready when they said no. So he's like, okay, fuck it.
Yeah.
But still wanted an electric hero in there, so they swapped it out with fucking Raiden.
I think that's the same thing with the X-Men and Fantastic Four like characters. Like they are in a situation. They can't get them because Fox is not giving rights.
Also, same thing. Also, what's happening with Tekken 7? Like when it comes to the guest characters that are going to be coming in later, that's going to be a moment too.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Fuck Peter. Fuck Peter for getting rid of Roger Jr. Like that's all I got to say.
Yeah, Alex, though, right? But Alex is going to be in there, right?
Was that real?
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah,
what?
That was legit.
Why?
That wasn't a joke.
So what happened was Peter decided they have ran out of people to fuck with. So they said, okay, let's go into gaming. They went they went against a tabletop gaming company because the models that they had wore fucking wolf pelts. And it's like, it's based off of Viking culture. Vikings, or the people of the the Nords during that time wore animal pelts.
Like, everyone. Native Americans did, Africans, everybody.
They're fucking Vikings, and they were like, your models wear wolf pelts. And it's like, bitch, this company's been in business for like 30 or 40 fucking years. These models are the same. they've been that way since 1974. It's like you are just now getting this. They get laughed off the fucking they get laughed out of court.
I don't want to like rain on the parade, but the Roger thing is a joke.
What?
Oh, is
the Roger
it?
thing was a joke.
Okay, I was hoping so.
It was.
I mean, think about it. I think about it.
Mel was invested. Mel was invested like for real.
Yeah, I was like,
Harada basically posted it at the time, so he was.
So you're gonna get rid of the kangaroo, but the panda, which is endangered, is okay.
Come on. A panda bear in the fucking face. That shit is hilarious. Especially if it wears fucked up clothes. That is the best fucking feeling in the world. The punch of panda.
But why? Well, hold on. Why the panda got to be a female though? Why can't it be a male?
I don't know what it is, but it's a fucking bear getting punched and it's fucking hilarious.
All
Panda is a girl.
All panda bears are ratchet. That's why.
From Tekken, Panda is a girl.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Why can't it be a guy? Why can't a panda be a guy?
I mean, it can, but in that particular case,
I agree. I want my character to have like a tail, but it's just fucking 12-inch panda cock just behind him. I want equality for pandas.
They don't want to see another kangaroo because an Australian already punched one over at the Outback.
Yeah, that shit was funny though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then one of the kangaroos got revenge and went in at the dude's window and he was trying to headbutted the window.
But
it was a super for that.
But the funny thing is, the people folks in Australia were like, I don't know if you noticed, but kangaroos can kill you. Like,
right, that's what I was gonna say. They're extremely violent. They're poisonous. They have like us. They have a claw on their foot, on the inner side of their foot that's poisonous.
Like if you see one, out and about, like like
kangaroos could totally kill you.
Yeah, my friend who's in fucking Australia now for fucking school, they actually gave him like a primer on what happens if you happen to see a kangaroo just out and about. If you're going outside the city, they like hit.
You shouldn't leave the city in Australia.
Yeah,
no one should.
He took a 4-hour class. Like during orientation, there was like, yeah, if you happen to because you guys are tourists, if you happen to go outside the city, this is what you gotta fucking look out for. And they're like, kangaroos will pursue you. They will fucking chase you, and they will probably beat you until you fucking go unconscious.
Yeah.
They will beat your ass.
Koalas are poison. Koalas can kill you too. They're poisonous. Australia is pretty terrifying.
Australia is pretty much the most poisonous continent.
Yeah, ever.
And then they got the centipedes, yo. Then they got these fucking big ass centipedes that can bite you and kill you too. They got poison.
You see, the thing in New York, all we got is rats, yo. You know what I'm saying? We got rats that's the size of kangaroos.
But you can't deny, D, you can't deny the rats have gotten some steroids in the water lately, because now I see these motherfuckers on the track. They're like moving the third rail. They're like, get it out of here. We gotta.
They walking on the third rail like, man, fuck this subway, son.
Facts, yo. Look, hold on. I remember I saw a big ass rat that's the size of like a raccoon, right? And it went through a thin ass crack of in the street. I'm like, yo, how that rat do that?
Because they can collapse their rib cage. They can collapse their rib cage and slide under stuff. That's how they get
next thing you know, you gonna see rats with Timbs on, like wear infant-sized Timbs and everything. They're gonna just walk around and just take pizzas. You remember that video where the rat was took a whole slice of pizza? Dragged it.
Wait for them to get the whole pie.
Went back in, got the garlic salt and the fucking salt and pepper too.
Nigga, if there was
wait for them to get the pie. They're about to have a party downstairs.
I remember everybody wanted to be from New York. Now everybody just roasts New York. Like I remember, it's like, all right. So I told Andy, I was like, yo, for defending North, you know what you should do, man? Instead of a trophy, just have like a Timberland boot spray painted with gold and put some glitter on that shit. That's
wow.
Why? Why?
That's what they. No, I'm dead ass. Like I'm 100% serious.
My question is, why the glitter afterwards? Like, why did you glitter that shit afterwards?
So it could be more shiny. So it could even be more shiny. Like you have gold and glitter.
Sparkling gold paint. Then just use sparkling gold paint.
Nah, we need that extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, yo, B, we gonna dip this motherfucking Tim in there. Then we go glitter
and then that's for the winners. And then the top 8 participants, they should just get like a small New York Yankees cap, a fitted cap, and just wrap it around like a chain, and just there you go. Nah. We don't do snapback. Real New Yorkers don't do snapback. They do fitted.
Yeah, you gotta do a fitting.
I know.
Seven and 1/4.
Shit, you
7 and
terrorist.
1/4.
Why are you working the
Now
fucking...
give them a Jamaican beef patty or something.
Oh, hold it. You gotta have at least one beef patty. You gotta get the fucking hat.
That's gonna be for third place.
Or you know what? Or better yet, fuck the fitted, yo. Just have like a Metro card. They have a hole in it, so you can just put like
card.
Yo, just have a Metro card. That's it, yo.
A weekly unlimited.
Just have a Metro card and just ask for swipes.
I could do one better for you. I get you the school ones because my brother's a teacher.
Yo, Beeful, yeah, we've been covered that, homie. What you want to talk about? We can still talk about the race topic. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently,
that's right, Beeful. Those Negroes be tripping.
Why we talk about the race topic? Because like people just want to go and bitch and moan about, who has the more better rights as a certain ethnicity. God damn it, I'm a fucking English, but you know what I mean.
Well, obviously, it's the Puerto Rican rights. Well, our rights is superior.
My rights are superior
because we deep fry it before we do. It's that layer of oil that makes.
I think he was just. I think he was just in his feelings because Puerto Rican Day Parade was yesterday. I mean, Sunday. So I guess he was just in his feelings and he just like, yo, fuck it, Puerto Rican all day.
This has nothing. Puerto Rican Day. This has nothing to do with a fucking parade or Trump. That whole middle sentence, I just told you, bitch, I don't like you. And as a matter of fact, these are other reasons why black chicks get on my motherfucking nerves. And he went to go tell this shit down. Then at the end of the fucking post, he was like, "Oh shit, all right, y'all, I'm just
my word is law."
Fuck
that shit. All
right. So because I'm gonna have to wrap this up kind of soon, but.
Damn.
I was gonna say
the last subject, which is the eSports war.
Video games dying or something. People want a certain video game to die.
Like, hold on.
I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I can.
Wait, hold on, James. What do you mean by eSports war? I need. Can you specify what you mean by that?
Basically, eSports versus grassroots and guys wanting games to die versus now all of a sudden.
Okay. Gotcha. But here's what I want to say about that. So apparently people saying like they want games to die. I don't think that's the case. We all want a game. I think we all want a game to improve. However, it's just like let's say a Capcom's part, because let's be real, everybody wants Marvel to die all of a sudden. But I think they have a good reason why they are upset at Capcom, with Marvel.
Yeah.
All right. Like they're half-assed as far as promotions go. They are half-assing, especially with graphics. Now, don't get me wrong, they was able to provide us a demo of the story mode, which is cool. I respect that. And the gameplay, in my opinion, I like the gameplay. I really do. I think there's a lot of potential. People need to think outside the box for a little bit and actually be more open-minded when it comes to the gameplay. There's a lot of potential when it comes to that. However, overall, you know what I'm saying? Like it just feels like a downgrade compared to Marvel 3 and Marvel 2. You get what I'm saying? Like, damn, they just made it dumber than look. You know what I'm saying? So people just feel like their intelligence are just pretty much being insulted because, like, yo, how we want to play Marvel? This isn't. It doesn't feel like Marvel compared to the other Marvel games.
No, but what it is they're engineers who came up with the concept of making things easier and more accessible. See, making a game more accessible is not what makes the scene grow.
Exactly.
Making the game easier does. Now, making the game stupid hard also turns them off too. You need to have that medium. I mean, if I go out and buy the game and I start seeing on Twitter and Twitch and everything, people say, a Marvel tournament coming up, and I got to go fucking get 8 years of college to figure out how to play the fucking game, it's going to turn me off as well. But if you look at Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and I've been saying this forever, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, Street Fighter, 2 Championship Edition, you can't use Neo Geo because Neo Geo's controls were always fucking hard as fuck to do. But if you kept that feel with the improved graphics, the leveler playing field, like you knew, like all right, to the point with Zangief, it was a hell of a lot easier to tick throw. I mean, they made him good now in this new patch apparently.
Oh yeah, he's stupid and
Yeah, but for a long time
You still
they
have
gave
the
him shit.
chance on his SPD.
But you didn't. Every character was viable. Now we've increased the roster so much that it's hard to figure out because every character's design is so different, whether it's frame rate, that this character's good, this character's bad. Now you got 35 characters, and those players that used to go, I'm a character loyalist, well, you can't be if you want to win. So on one side, you're making the game more accessible, but you're increasing the roster so much. So it's not as accessible when a player now has to pick 4 different characters to actually get to top 8. Versus being able to just pick one character, ride or die with them. Let's see how it goes. It's an even playing field. So what they got to do is, personally, I'd cut rosters. I would cut the rosters down. 12 guys, boom, done. That's it. That's what you get. And
I don't know.
promote. Look at League of Legends. League of Legends, you look at the way the characters are. Most characters fall under a group, and they're the same in that group. It's based on how you build those characters up is how good they'll get. They have a specialty, like we'll say, we'll use Ryu and Ken. One uppercut goes straight up, one kicks out on an arc, but they both have fireballs. They both have the spin kick, which has different attributes. But the game pretty much in League of Legends is the same. So you can actually, and when you pick a character, that is your ride or die. Now, there's of course cases where 1 or 2 people will say, "Well, I'm gonna be a healer versus a warrior," and they'll do that. But you can't just pick it up because in order to get to that professional level, you need to be like a diamond.
Yeah.
And to get to a diamond with 2 characters, it's hard enough getting into it with 1. So that's why when you get to the level of the pro scene, those guys that are diamonds and shit, they put hundreds of thousands of hours in this game. And in the FGC, we're doing it and saying, we really don't want you to have to put hundreds of thousands of hours into the game. We want you to be able to just pick it up and go. Now, to the pro players, which I don't like that word, but to the pro players, they're going to be good either way. They're going to be good either way. So somebody like a Justin is going to be that much more better that you simplified the game for the others. Because they're already good when they made it hard. Now that you made it easier, there's no way they can't not be good. Guys like Daigo, I think Daigo's done.
No, I don't think he's done.
No, he's done.
He's done.
I don't think he's done, but like his legacy will never go away, no matter what you look at it.
That won't go.
Babe Ruth has a legacy, but he's done. I think Daigo's done. I think Infiltration's going to be done.
I think Daigo was done when he literally started using Guile.
Yeah.
We started using Guile.
He's doing better when he was using Ryu.
He got America beat into his ass. When you get your ass whooped so much with Guile, you're like, fuck it, America. I'm
just saying, like, he's right now, he's like, in points, he's like in the top 8 in CPT points. So he's doing decent.
Doesn't matter. I'm saying it this way: he's not even happy playing the game.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's playing the game.
This is when it goes back to me saying, like, this is at a point where they're being forced. Like, we should not have that feeling to be forced to play a game because it's the hottest game on the market in the scene.
Hold on a minute. Since you mentioned that was the same shit I was telling Chenzor at the time, and he did not freaking get it. He did not get it, and I was trying to explain to him about during my time when I was playing Season 1, I was enjoying it. And then towards like the end of Season 1, when Season 2 came out, I said, fuck this game, because that's when I found out that the penalties and all that other stuff that they're supposed to have on the netcode was completely not there at all. So I said, fuck that game. But this is coming from the guy that was defending Street Fighter V and how good it is. Now, mind you, the rosters is fine and whatnot. But the problem is with the game itself, it does not have the factor for people to enjoy.
It's not an enjoyable game for the common player. They don't care.
I think it comes down to
No, but the thing was, they were supposed to do that for not just only the competitors, but also for the common players that basically enjoy Street Fighter 2. And look what that got them. They intentionally, probably subconsciously, made it for only the competitors.
Well, yeah, because there's no arcade mode. That's obvious until after Evo.
Man, look,
or before Evo.
I say fuck all that bullshit.
They don't have arcade mode. They don't have arcade mode.
That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. I'm sorry, not even arcade mode, like a legit story mode.
But they're not going to do it. They're not going to put it on there. Here's the deal. You want to fucking win eSports, blah, 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 blah. You want to win this war? It comes down to one fucking thing, and we're seeing it now. Straight up, cash. Whoever's cutting checks is going to win. What? You got motherfuckers. Man, look at all these dickheads. Look at all these fucking. Yeah, I call them dickheads straight up. MVCI, y'all get up on it. It's the greatest. Oh, but motherfucker, that's an alpha demo. Y'all niggas trying to fucking secure a check.
Actually, yeah.
So, yo, do I have to? All right, fine, okay then. Because a demo got motherfuckers talking about something. You guys gotta play it. Come on now, give it a shot, give it a chance. Man, fuck you. You are
doing all that slurping
to get because it's all about pre-sales. It's all about pre-sales now to get that money. And
they're trying to advocate the game.
But just like Chris said, they're not trying to pay these guys. Ain't nobody giving. Yipes should
I actually believe since now.
Yipes should be getting a fucking check. Every time he hypes up fucking MVCI, they should be giving that motherfucking money. Like point blank. Because he's hyping it like he was getting paid. As if he's getting paid. Like, dude, pay him the money. Yeah. Pay him his money. If he's hyping your shit up the way y'all know he's gonna hype it up, give him a check. It's
actually fucked up too.
Right.
I think he also
can't give him a check.
Yeah.
Gutex was trying to hype up freaking Street Fighter 5, and he got disappointed how they fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That point, I'll give Gutex that because I kind of felt bad about that.
Even with Guilty, when Guilty like exposed them, like one of the camera guys interviewed Guilty, and she said, "Yo, she thinks that Street Fighter 5 currently is like a untold version of a beta."
Oh.
I see that. I mean, Guilty ain't lying, but still though.
I say
no. She's right. She's not lying.
Whoever's got that money is going to be the top dog. And right now, Injustice threw their extra cash to their fucking little like.
Even then, a lot of people like feel discouraged is because of like Sonic, like certain characters, and then when Sonic Fox was the whole Deadshot thing, like the first week. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were discouraged because, like, yo, that shit is cheap.
They weren't discouraged. They were trying to copy his ass. And got beat up. Yep. They tried to copy him. He got beat the fuck up.
And now speaking of the Deadshot thing, and what that led to, they led to discouragement. Now what? They trying to do Black Adam. They trying to jump on the Black Adam train. And then,
But see, that's what it's going to be about Deadshot, though. See, here's the thing about Deadshot. Now at the Toryuken tournament, 2 players in Grand Finals, which is Honeybee and Biohazard.
Yeah.
Okay, there was no Deadshot. Now, wait. Honeybee does play Deadshot, but
there was one that
has to body his shit. He body his Deadshot. Deadshot is already figured out if he ain't already. Everybody,
he's limited. He's like really, and then they nerfed him too. Like they just nerfed him.
Yeah.
So they definitely limit. He's definitely limited. You know what I'm saying? And props to Honeybee because he used Flash, and Flash is like. He's hard. He has hard matchups, bro.
Yeah,
he has really hard matchups, and he does his thing.
I use Blue Beetle, so that's all that matters.
Same here, but seriously, man. Like I said, just all in all, let's get to the reality of the situation. Who's gonna win that shit? Whoever got the money, because those guys chase the money. They want that payoff, man. Why they play?
The thing is now everybody's putting payoffs like that out. You know, everybody's putting those payoffs. Who's going to be the real winners? The game companies.
Oh God, yes.
But on the flip side, if what they put out don't match with their expectations for sales, you'll see this one. Like I said, eSports for the FGC is going to go the same route as arena football, the same exact thing. Started off with a bang.
Arena football.
Started off with a bang. People were like, "Wow, it's football. It's family friendly," and it started out. You got a couple of years out of it, and then the league went bankrupt. Same exact thing is going to happen with this.
That's more like the XFL. If you don't talk about that now, that's more like the XFL.
Well, XFL.
Actually, each one of
we
these
all
games,
know how XFL end up.
Well, each one of these games are like the XFL. Like, they start off with all this fucking money, and then they just fall the fuck off. Injustice 2, unfortunately, started off like the XFL. They had mad money. They put all this fucking props behind it. They spent all their money. Yo, we got this grand tournament coming up. Blah, 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 blah. You knew damn well Simon Fox was going to win that shit. Like, they should have known that boy was going to come and win that shit. Motherfucking Sonic going to win that shit. They should have just said, hey, we got this fucking big-ass check for Sonic. The rest of you motherfuckers can win money too, I think. But we're gonna give him this fucking check now. But hey, don't be discouraged. We got like some. Hey, we got some Superman shirts for y'all. You Batman shirts. That Batman, don't you?
If you want to feel bold, feel like you.
Like, what else can we win? I don't know. I got this fucking Wonder Woman.
We got a Batman mug for you.
Hey, you ever watch Batman on VHS? Like, you ever seen Batman on VHS?
We're not only giving you Batman on VHS, we're actually giving you a VCR player.
Shit, son!
I read an article this week of Joe Schumacher apologizing for making Batman and Robin.
Fuck Joel. That motherfucker made The Wiz too. Remember that?
I love Batman and Robin.
You love that?
Wow. Just remember,
it was campy on purpose.
That's weed movie. That's a weed movie. That's a movie you smoke to. Cause
I feel like when people talk about those and Batman and Robin or Batman Forever. Yeah,
Forever was okay. Forever was okay. I think Jim Carrey saved that movie, but
he was an awesome Riddler, and I'm not saying that as a joke. I thought he was really good.
It was good. It was a good Riddler. Everybody else,
Jim Carrey was the best.
He was a good Riddler. But no, yeah, those movies. I feel like people take them a lot more seriously than they are supposed to.
It's serious. It's supposed to be a serious movie. That's why, because Batman's a serious fucking movie all the damn time. Man, fuck
those
Joe.
Those were
Listen,
great.
Batman was so serious that he walked the side of a fucking building and met Lurch from the Addams Family out the window.
Nigga, and Lurch was smiling.
You rang. No, we're on a mission. He does a dance called the fucking Bat Dance.
He used to have.
And it called my man had a Batman credit card and it said "Don't leave home without
repellent spray."
I watched.
Man had a Batman.
Has anyone ever watched '70s Batman? I mean, it's.
Man, rest in peace, Adam West.
I'm talking about Batman's ingenuity, where Commissioner Gordon called him on the bat phone, and I think it was the Riddler actually was extorting him. Was extorting Bruce Wayne to pay up. So what he did is he took the bat phone and held it to his personal phone and started having conversations with himself while the Commissioner Gordon wound up doing the same thing on his end because the line was tapped. And he's like, we're gonna drop the money off, right? Yeah, you really think this is a good idea? Yeah, as Batman, I think this is a great idea. And changing his voice, I'm going, wow, really? This is and plus the poof pow, all that other weird shit too.
But it was classic. It was like classic.
That's what I'm saying. Like Batman, television wise, was something that was really hard to take serious. For me growing up watching that as a kid, to all of a sudden.
It's serious and deep.
Jerk off Christian Bale. Jerk off Christian Bale shoving 12 cocks down his throat.
Shut up.
Imagine.
Oh wow, Jane. Come on, Jane.
Where are they? Where is she?
And now, and what sucks, and what sucks about that now is every Batman does it now.
No,
imagine
George Clooney did.
Incorrect. Nope. Just remember, nope.
I am the world's greatest detective.
No. And Batman versus Superman. in Batman vs Superman, Alfred has a little fucking voice changer because he even said, "Why don't you just change your voice?" He's like, no, I'm not doing that shit." And he's like, "Well, what do you got?" And he has like the fucking microphone in the bat mask, and he's like doing the voice test and shit. He's like, this would be easier if you just did it yourself. He's like, no, Alfred, I will not be doing that. So that was kind of cool, but. I mean, shit like that.
But you notice if you hear Christian Bale from Batman Begins to The Dark Knight, like the voice is clearly different. I'm like, why his voice got deeper? What happened to his voice?
Because he's Christian Bale and he'll do whatever the fuck he wants.
Because he did Terminator in between.
Yep.
Oh, imagine Jim Carrey being Joker.
How about we don't?
I did think about that.
Nah.
No.
Well, yeah, it would have probably looked like Ace Ventura with a makeup.
You would have probably been like Jim Carrey so much.
You know what though? Because everybody talks about Jack Nicholson and Carrey, but I still think the Penguin, Danny DeVito's Penguin, was fucking great.
Yes,
it was.
Yeah. I will admit
and
that.
Those are both comedians.
Yeah.
So what is everybody talking about?
Whatever, yo. So
anyways, guys, I'm about to dip.
Yeah, we gotta dip this anyway because I gotta.
All right.
We all got work. We all got jobs. If you want to be with me.
Nah, I'm taking the day off. I got a doctor's appointment, so I'm just taking the day off.
I'm still
here. People got jobs. Some of y'all sell drugs. Whatever. I mean, niggas need crack.
Excuse me.
We do ratchet shit.
Oh, you guys gotta catch up with your ratchetness. I'm sorry to keep you so long.
It's all good. Ratchet people stay up at night anyway.
Gotta get on Facebook.
Now that's facts. That's facts.
Y'all just mad.
I'm about to watch Facebook and harass some poor white kids.
I'm about to watch World Star Hip Hop right now.
Bullshit. I'm getting paid.
I'm about to watch World Star Hip Hop. I'll guarantee you, some bitch is trying to fight some dude's side chick. I'm just saying.
I'm stuck here.
I'm just telling you, D-Nice. My NBA, my 2K team will whoop your 2K team.
Oh, word? Yo, fuck it, man. Yo, my career mode is gala. You ain't fucking with me.
Shit.
I ain't bought a basketball game since Bird versus Jordan fucking Genesis.
God damn.
Yo, hold on. Before I go, Michael Jordan. Yo, I'm gonna end this whole Michael Jordan versus LeBron debate. Yo, Michael Jordan was so broken. Like, he wasn't even featured on like many games, like NBA Jam and none of that shit. He was that broken. He was so broken.
It wasn't a matter of being broken. It was a matter of like him being greedy as shit. And he wanted to get paid mad money.
Nigga, fuck that. I'm Michael Jordan. I would get paid mad money too. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Everybody want to be like Mike.
Until they actually feature Michael Jordan in a fucking game and nobody played with his ass.
Yo, when they did NBA Live, let me tell you, hold on. They did NBA Live 2000 when he was finally featured, and like he was so broken. They actually lost money because they just figured like, yo, Michael Jordan's too broken. So they went to 2K.
I heard he's the final boss in Shaq Fu too.
He probably is.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Damn.
That's gonna be a fun ass game. That's gonna be a fun.
Either that or it's gonna be probably freaking this dude, the one that they always keep on sucking his dick. Fucking, you know who I'm talking about.
No, we don't know who sucks dicks.
We don't know dick suckers in the end.
What the fuck?
You know that guy. You know him, man. You know the guy.
That black guy in the NBA.
No, LeBron James. There you go.
Really?
LeBron James.
They all look alike. You racist motherfucker. You in the airport. Racist ass bitch. Racist ass airport dude. That nigga racist.
Hey yo, I'm just saying, like, what they gonna do to the Warriors in 2K18?
Oh man,
I don't know what's gonna happen.
They gonna have all 99 stats.
They gonna be the whole team gonna be 99 stats. They just gonna gonna ban us. They're gonna ban Golden State Warriors in tournaments. Like
they
ban the Warriors.
Like, fuck, you beat LeBron once, you get a power level and shit. Your shit just goes to fucking max. Like, you beat LeBron. It's like next year your team gets fucking hype ass stats and shit.
Yo, you beat a LeBron team on legendary mode. It's
become
over.
Legendary.
Yo,
Highlander and shit.
That's the rarest achievement. Beat LeBron on legendary mode. Like not the Cavs. Beat LeBron. Like you beat LeBron and you good. All right, yo. Anyways, man, y'all guys be easy, man. Thanks for having me, James.
All right, brother.
And Melanie. Peace out.
Yay.
Be easy, y'all.
See you. Talk to you later.
Peace.
All right, Mr. Truth. Which one of you guys want to bounce? You know who bounces first? You filthy cell, because your phone feeds back.
Yeah, get your racist ass up out here.
Racist. We don't like your kind on our show.
Racist motherfucker.
Our people don't like your people
God
for a
damn.
reason.
Supposed to be holding down the airport looking for Muslims. You fucking up, man. This is how they win all the time.
True.
How they win, man.
Man, you look like you call ice on them, too. Look, I mean,
look, Bin Laden, look, there go Bin Laden behind you. Turn around.
goddamn true snitch.
All right, so wait. I want to be able to backtrack from what you guys said about that whole that no-fly zone thing with the Far East.
You asked me a question.
It's not the Far East, it's the Mid East, but
Middle East. God, how'd you get this fucking job, nigga? Shit.
Is that really what your job is?
Would you go to the school? Would you go to the school of Triforce?
They looking for ninjas. They looking for ninjas and shit.
Principalities.
Well, for someone that was basically mentioned about bitches, that's probably one of those things that I do. But second thing is, I professionally bitch toss luggages. So let's be clear about this. I don't do anything else above that.
I get tired. Remember, yo, before you try and put like a Sub-Zero in cuffs, he's Jewish. Sub-Zero Jewish. We try to put him in the motherfucking cuffs. I know he's from the Far East. It's like,
they probably think
Far East. The terrorists come from the Far East. Like, oh shit.
All right, well, while you're protecting us from those Far East terrorists, let me let you go, because I got to wrap this up. Melly and I got to get up early as fuck for work.
All right.
So in a nutshell, nothing's actually going on here in the airport. Everything's fine.
We know
just the same. You see every day, huh?
Yeah, we can see it.
It's mad quiet. Usually at nighttime, after when I leave, it's completely dead. I mean, it runs 24 hours, but we just chill here. If we have overtime, like what I'm doing right now.
And that's when you steal shit?
Nah.
So that's when you go to people plug. This motherfucker came out with us one night, and he had like all these fucking granny panties and shit. He's like, yo, look what I found at the airport.
What?
Yeah, he's one of those dudes, man.
They found 14 bras and an iPad.
Not even like the silky kind of granny panties. I'm talking like full 110% cotton, Fruit of the Loom.
What's this supposed to break that
with
up?
skid
Damn
marks
it.
on them.
Oh, they
with skid marks.
Old school.
Now you're gonna get these FGC dudes asking for those type of things from me. Basically grabbing that contraband. You see, damn, James, man.
Oh, we'll hold that shit.
Don't worry. They asked Ricky for his. So.
Ooh, hey, yo, chill.
No, nothing.
All kidding aside, it's pretty much chilled here for now.
All right, well, go get food and play with your balls in the bathroom, because that's what you guys do all the time.
Probably. That's what we'll probably do. That's the only time we have until, like, we have to do work. But, I'll catch you guys later, man.
All right, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Truth, you next.
Nigga, shit, I ain't got nothing for you, nigga. Don't make Kool-Aid with hot dog water. There you go, nigga. Shit, don't make Kool-Aid with hot dog water. That shit.
I drink that shit all the time. That's like one of my secret ingredients in a lot of the food that I cook. Dirty water, dog water.
Hot dog water.
Dirty water.
That was a Limp Bizkit album.
Dirty water, dog water.
Oh shit!
It was like hot dog something and hot dog flavor water.
Here's the real question: why the fuck would you buy a Limp Bizkit album? What? Why would you do that to yourself?
What the fuck?
Their first album was good.
Well, you're such a racist, Truth. What's she supposed to buy? Tina Turner?
I don't know. Buys a Limp Bizkit album now. Who does that now?
See, motherfuckers.
I didn't say now.
No. I'm just.
At some point, y'all let Fred Durst eat another fucking meal for fucking one day, and that's it. I put the shit on you.
Their first album is good though. That was like the only one that was good
before
they were commercialized.
Fuck Fred Durst. Stop doing that.
I'm not disagreeing with you. You're arguing about something that I'm not.
All right, Truth. Go play with your Midwest balls and get some sleep.
Both of them?
I don't know if you want to do both. Do both. I mean,
Damn,
I could usually get by with just one, but that's because I only got one. I lost one when I
Rock
was
paper scissors for one ball.
when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I
That
was
shit
jumping
like-
over. You know those fences? You know, like when you go to the fence and they have those little cross things at the top.
Stop.
I was jumping over and it went through my jeans and it pierced my ball sack and my nut just fell right out on the floor and shit.
Oh, wow.
Shit was hanging out of my fucking sack. Like, yo, let me tell you, like when you blow a snot or like spit, that spit that you could suck back up, like let it go all the way low and back up. Yo, my ball was hanging. Like one of those.
I'm just watching
like one of those
the
snot
best part.
strings.
Now the best part is you click Mel's picture and you can watch this shit try to process through her brain. Say, what the fuck is this shit about? Just looking at Mel like, what in
No, she's just saying,
wrong,
man.
man?
She's saying we gotta get sleep.
Yeah,
That's what she's saying.
her face was chilled out. I can't today. She was like, what the fuck? She gave me that look like if you a dope fiend, you start talking to her and shit. She's like, all right.
I remember.
Real?
I remember when I was younger. When I was younger, I was working in a local food market, and one of the guys we were working with was jumping over register to register, and he went to jump over one of the registers, slipped, fell, and a broomstick didn't go up his ass.
Ooh.
It went through because he came straight on it. It went through his leg into his ball sack, and both balls hit the floor.
Dang, ooh, man, hey, yo, whoa, no, goddamn. See,
All right,
see,
dog,
man,
sleep on that shit for the night. All right.
no, man, hell, because see, I'm gonna have nightmares, man. Fuck you, James. Goddamn it, shit.
You know what the worst part is? The one that lost both of them never got them back, but the one that lost the one got a prosthetic.
It dribbled out of bounds, huh?
Yeah, it went out. Definitely out of bounds. out of bounds into the crowd and everything. Like never does a basketball actually get kept as a souvenir like a baseball game, but you didn't want them back after that.
Get a fake testicle and put like a fucking squeaky toy on there. Every time a chick, amazing, dude. That'd be off the chain, yo. Chick would be like, "What's that sound coming from?" You'd be like, "I don't know."
Oh god.
Fuck with her all day. Every time she's just like, "What's that sound?"
You replace it that little plastic toy that the cat gets with the bell in it.
Yes.
Oh man.
All right. Anyway, guys. Anyway, we gotta go. I gotta get sleep.
All right, nigga, shit.
All right, Gro. Anytime you want to come back on, let me know.
Yeah. All right, James. Shouts out to you and shouts out to Melanie, and I'm out. That's all.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Melanie. I did it. All right. It's 2
You got everyone else off.
It's 2:00 on the nose. That's not that bad. We did what? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Went over schedule a little bit, but distracted. Again, just to sum it all up with the whole racial shit and all the bullshit that goes on, it's not beholden to the FGC. Everybody that says something stupid isn't automatically a racist.
Right.
People got to learn to remember one thing. If you're going to claim to support something or support somebody or be a friend, running to social media for something isn't always the best answer. Because, for example, this could have blown up and Chris could have lost. Something that, to be quite honest, he's been with teams now for, 9 years, 7 years, whatever it is. Now he's finally making a couple of bucks. And to have the threat of that being potentially taken away. Because, again, no excuses, but he fucked up. He knows he fucked up. He said to me plenty of times, yeah, it was really stupid. He said, I apologize. I listened to EG. They told me, make sure you apologize and make it concise. And then I saw a couple of people, it's not enough. And that's when I said, what is he supposed to do? Fucking eat her ass and, fucking take her out to dinner? I mean, at a certain point, if your words alone are not enough, at that point, that's when you just got to say, kick rocks, move on, I apologize, which is what he's doing.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I am done. Melanie is going to wrap everything up with whatever she wants to say, and then we're out.
I feel like I said pretty much everything that I wanted to say. I cleared up, I think, a bunch of stuff. Because some people thought that I was like, I guess, gonna go in on this girl Nydia or whatever, and I really, it wasn't that serious. I really didn't have that much to say about it. It was funny how it got like blown up, but yeah, I do stick to what I wrote the other day on Facebook, where I was saying that I felt like it was blown out of proportion. Because I do think it was. I think some people took things out of context and it kind of like, ballooned from there. Yeah, snowballed from there, unfortunately. But hopefully Chris learned a good lesson and he learned to not say such, one, to not let people get under your skin who are annoying you, and two, to not to watch what you say, in certain.
It's easier to hit a block button than say anything.
Exactly. He really just should have deleted her if it was that annoying. But yeah, that's about it. I'm sure there'll be plenty of talks about this, especially the stuff that was discussed earlier. So it'll be fun to see what people have to say. But that's about it. I'm gonna get some sleep.
Yes, me too. Thank you, as always, my lovely co-host. Soon, someday, to be the main host when I retire. Getting ready to retire.
These lies.
I can't retire. I try.
You can't.
I
People won't
try.
let
It's
you.
like, it's like crack. I try. Nah, actually, for the next couple of weeks, I got some crazy work, so I don't know what our schedules are going to be like. But, guys, one thing I want you to know, Melanie and myself have spoken, we might not always be Tuesday, depending on how things are going for us, work-wise and syncing up, because these IRL jobs kind of, fuck with your schedule. So I'm not a guarantee Tuesday, and neither is she, so. But with that said, guys, peace. I'm out. Melanie, good night. Get some sleep.
Good night.
Alright, guys, I am done. I am tired. I am beat. I'm going to play with my meat. You are here to mark your hell. I'm not me, man. Alright, guys, peace out.